Hello everybody, what's going on? I see Yoki and Space Lord in stream. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys had a good week so far. Hope you guys had a good Wednesday and Thursday, since that was when we last streamed. But yeah, good to see everyone today. Welcome to the stream. We're doing BUIZEL again. For those unaware, on Tuesday we tried BUIZEL. We tried doing the 17 chain for it, and unfortunately didn't find anything. Tried our luck, did like a Hail Mary attempt to get to 40 encounters and lost the chain at like 36. You know, so a little bit unfortunate for us there, but it's all good. But it's good to see everyone today. 1 second while I finish posting some links and places. I feel like I'm missing a few servers on Discord. What's going on? BUIZEL? More like BUIZEL. Ah, I got him. You got me. What's going on? Wake, what's going on? Frank, what's going on? Silver, welcome to the stream, guys. You got Brilliant Diamond. Nice, Yoki. How you been liking it? Let's see. Let me pull up, yeah, one other thing. Yeah, you know there's a technically non-zero chance that it tries to shoot on a different accounts. True. That is technically a thing. That could technically be what's going on here. Got Hollow Knight. Yo, that's awesome, Yoki. Hollow Knight's such a good game. Alright. So let's go ahead. Pop a, where is it? Right here. Let's go ahead and pop a Super Repel, start this chain off. Why'd I do that? I've messed all this up, because yeah, I want to be here, because I want to go back over to our POKERADAR screen. How you been? I've been good, Space Lord. I've been good. How about you? Almost got caught slacking by scammers today. How so? Forgot you got the gold virtual console in your DS and it's been a few years and the game already tricked you. How'd it trick you? Alright, so let's POKERADAR. Yeah, let's just go into this one. Some sort of virus. It's not COVID though. That's good. Sorry to hear you've been sick, but you got chorizo. Congrats. It's awesome. I thought there was a boss when you were in the... There's a character like yours in red but taller, but they ran away. Ah, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. You're great. You got 5 shiny rolls with 1 chain and there were no breaks. I'm jealous of that, Space Lord. Got an email that was sent to your email address and it started with, I'm starting to inform you your device was hacked, and it was almost got you, but decided to Google and was like, yeah, common scam. Yeah. Those scammers, they're creative. I'll give them that, but you know, part of their whole thing ends up being like they want it to be a little bit more like it's honestly kind of almost their intent that someone like you, Wake, would figure it out and be like, hold on a second. Just because, like, if they can weed you out earlier in the process, like, anyone who has the internet knows about the I'm calling about your car's extended warranty scam, right? Like, anyone who's at all, like, internet and tech literate or just literate in general with their finances knows that's a thing or not, right? Like, you either got an extended warranty for your car or you didn't, you know? So they want people like you and me to not go through with the call and mess with them, because, like, we'll be like, hold on. So they want people who are really, really gullible and just really have no clue what's going on. So it's scummy. It's super scummy. Like the stag and the Mystico girl in Dirtmouth. I don't know who that last one. I don't remember who that is. But the stag's a cool little fast travel thing. To a male through a female. Nice. You can get a Gallade too. First shiny in BDSP was a full odds Mareep when you were looking for a BUIZEL to chain. Nice. You started your game just because and encountered a Spinnerack, but the gold and silver sprites have the shiny colors. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Well, I suppose you could mess with them. It'd be fun. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's easier to mess with them on the computer. Just because, like, or like on the phone, right? Because that's at the end of the day, it's a phone call. It's hard for them to do a whole heck of a lot with that phone call, you know, for the most part. Still should be careful about it, but like, it's harder for them to do that than it is to like have them post a link and because in the process of figuring out how to mess with whatever scam link they sent you, you might click on it in the way that like does the scam, right? So it's hard on PC. It is fun to watch the people who are really good at messing with them. Oh, Shopper people who sells the map grip raids. Oh yeah, yeah. No, all the characters in Hollow Knight are really, really cool. Danny Trejo's in Far Cry 6? I didn't know that. But yeah, no, like with the scammers and stuff, it's like people like Jim Browning and like Pierogi are really, really entertaining to watch because it's so satisfying seeing them just like tear the whole kind of like system down. It's like that's fun. That's fun and like satisfying to watch, you know? Got one of the extended warranty calls, but the lady sounded like a genuinely nice person, so they said, look, I'm trying to live with you, you seem like a nice person, so I'm not gonna mess with you. The, like, the person saying, hi, I'm so-and-so with the warranty department, that's a recording. Every single one of those is a recording. Pick Chikorita because it's the one you never use. Hope you don't regret, especially with the Flying and Bug Gym. You'll be fine. I picked Chikorita. A random video of yours has 1.4 thousand views. Somehow don't even 100 subscribers. Hey, that happens. That happens. One of my old stream archives has like 30,000 views. It's weird. You never know what YouTube's just gonna pick up and try to run with. It's an actual human though, which surprised you. They were a sponsor, else you would have thought it was a robocall. Interesting. That's strange. Because like, I'm curious with those, right? Like what's their end goal? Like, is it to just like get you to pay them for this extended warranty thing? Like is that what they're trying to do? I'm not quite sure what their end game is here. Because it's like cold calling people saying your car's warranty's out. It's like, I don't know how many of them you're tricking, you know? I don't know. Again, we're the kind of people who wouldn't fall for that, right? Like, it's a meme how obvious that scam is now. Like, so it's one of those things where it's like, I guess it's just so obvious to me, I don't see how it could possibly have an end goal. It's not even edited? Yeah, I mean, that happens. That happens, Yoki, yeah. You can change from Cyndaquil, but never can leave the Zubat line. You just love Crobat. Hey, that's fair. I respect that. While ignoring the national do not call, but usually scammers are trying to sell you. Yeah, ignoring the do not call, yeah. 3,000 or so car warranty. Leads you to believe you're extending your current warranty. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sucks. Because, like, the stuff on that warranty probably also negates it the moment you drive the car. Or if someone else does anything to it. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think any phone number I've ever had is on a do not call registry. Because my honest opinion on that is that, like, the people who were trying to steal money from you probably aren't respecting the fact that you've said don't call me. Like, it might stop me from getting a call from some, like, genuine company who doesn't call me because they don't have my phone number. But yeah, it's not stopping someone who's literally just going, alright, try 555, 555, 5555. Alright, well that wasn't a number, 555, 555, 5556. You know, like they're not going through a registry a lot of the time. I have to imagine, like, with the robocalls, they can do it so fast. They don't care. Obviously they don't care. Again, there's kind of this polite don't call me list. Of course they don't care about that, because I imagine there are a lot of numbers on that list that have been put on that list by children and grandchildren of, like, some senior citizens who they know will fall for this stuff. So there's probably a bit of a, like, gold, like a pot of gold there, right? Like, there's a jackpot of, like, people who shouldn't be called because they are going to be gullible or susceptible or whatever. There's a mix of that and also the perfect audience to, like, immediately disregard them. Because that's what they want. They want you to either fall for it or immediately hang up on them. If you stay on that call with them for any amount of time, you are wasting their time in their eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, MT, Rose Girl, Goldie, welcome to the stream, guys. How you doing today? Can't get paid to report them? Yeah, but the problem is a lot of times they spoof the numbers now, which sucks. 555 IAN 5555. MT, why you gotta be posting my phone number like that? If you delete software on your Switch and re-download it, will you still have all your progress? I don't know. It might depend on the game there, Yoki. It might depend on the game, because, like, your save data should be separate from game data. The mindless one, indeed. It's a painfully difficult game on Roblox called Deepwoken. It's a roguelike RPG. Oh, really? You can't put your tail on... You can sit in my lap. You can't put your tail on the desk. Patrice MVP during your Cyrus fight in Brilliant Diamond. Nice. You can't escape the depths, but depending on your level, you have to fight super difficult enemies. Okay. Oh, but it's most likely your character gets wiped. Like, a Pokemon game won't save to the cloud. Yeah, so Pokemon doesn't save to the cloud, but I don't know if your save files are considered separate on the Switch. Like, I don't know if, that'd be a good question for Google, I would say, Yoki. Is, like, Google, like, if I delete Brilliant Diamond from my Switch, will I delete my save files? Like... Because save files, I have to imagine, are very, very tiny in comparison to games. I think we might have had a conversation like this before as well, so I'm not sure. I think there was talks about, could you put saves on SD cards? I don't think you can. Like, your saves are part of your profile. I don't think they're part of your, part of the game. Try calling, and messages says, can't answer phone right now. It might be, racing, ranting, or pondering your my inner thoughts. Yeah. You got an SD card? Nice! More room for games. Hey, Dark Litten, what's going on? Good luck with your hunt. Thank you. Hope you're doing well, Dark Litten. More times your character gets wiped, the more you learn. Oh yeah, I have to imagine, like, that's kind of the whole idea with a lot of those really difficult games, is like, they're punishing, but they're punishing in a way that hopefully you kind of learn from it eventually. What should you name the bat? Remember, only 10 letters rather than the 12? Oh, I don't know. I already am bad at nicknames regardless of the number of letters. You're well, awesome. Hunting in Stark Mountain at the moment. Best of luck. Best of luck. I want to do that at some point. I've got the save I found Piplup on and the save I was like hunting Piplup alongside on. I gotta get them to Eterna Forest. I was hoping to do that before today, but didn't have time. But yeah, I want to do all those hunts and stuff where you can like have the dual hunting on each switch. Started work again this week and you've been so tired afterwards. I feel that, MT. I feel that, man. It has been, fortunately work on the whole was fairly slow this week, not like by my doing or anything, it's right after the holidays, so not a lot of people who give us our work were out, so there wasn't a lot of work given, so it's kind of a week and a half of ramping back up. I'm very grateful for that, because getting my sleep schedule to realign with my work schedule is rough. Pokemon Master, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Congrats on all your shinies. Well, thank you. Main problem in G-Poken is random killers. They're like, trade offer. I get more luck and XP, you get sent to the depths and possibly your character wiped. It's got to become one of them, right? Fresh spawns for XP. I mean, that's the easiest one to do, right? Way to do it, right? Going with Brobat. There you go. I like it. It falls with friendship. True. Caught shiny Solgaleo last week in 10 Dynamax Raid Adventures. Nice. Dang, Pachirisu coming in handy here with these items. Like, we just picked up, like, 2 encounters ago, we picked up an item for Pachirisu, so. Yeah, I said to make sure I got around everything else that was hidden behind that windmill. It's great to be on stream again. Hey, I'm happy to be streaming again. I'm happy to kind of be getting it picked up a little bit more. You know, like I said, I ended up taking a break over the holiday instead of streaming more heavily over the holiday. I kind of found, I don't know if I said this on Tuesday or not, but I kind of found that for me, as much as it's like, heck yeah, I have more time to stream when I'm on break, what I also notice is if my day starts with no structure, like I don't have to wake up for meetings, I don't have work, I don't have to get somewhere, and my day starts with no structure. I wake up and I just kind of mess around, chill out, play games, watch YouTube or whatever in the morning, you know, sleep in. It's hard to get myself on onto some kind of schedule at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon without it like being something I'm planning on, like plans with other people, right? Like I can have nothing to do all day and then, or like nothing to do in the morning, and then like I go and meet people in the afternoon. But streaming especially, and just really anything that comes of my own volition, and like there's no real consequence to not doing, or there's no like preset plans, it's so hard for me to like kick that into gear. So every day I didn't have a stream scheduled before I woke up was a day I probably wasn't going to stream, is what it became. Give me a moment, I gotta look up which is the best HM slave in Johto. The important things to know. Sorry, I missed last stream, fell asleep again. Hey, that's okay, Yoki. That's okay. I totally get it. I don't blame anyone for sleeping. It's something I do quite often. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I'd rather these start moving back towards the middle, but whatever works, works for now. It's the yawn side effect for my streams, right? The amount of times I yawn, I just make everyone who watches very sleepy. It's great to go to bed to, even if I stream in the middle of the day. Why we need Crab Rave? Yeah, so I've been putting on these relaxing vibe playlists and stuff, and it's like, maybe I should like put some more energy in. I just need high energy playlists constantly. This made reference to Spy Kids in Far Cry 6 during the Danny Trejo mission? Heck yes. Man, I remember Mel and I watched Spy Kids fairly recently. By fairly recently, I mean like a few years ago now, but like I think it was me introducing Spy Kids to her as what it is. Like super corny kids movie, right? Like that is what Spy Kids is. But man, I remember going back. I did not remember it being that corny, but at the same time, it had been like 10 years since I had watched it before then, you know. When you're like 8, you're like the target demographics for Spy Kids, right? So like you're not going to notice how like cheesy it is. Yo, Kajito, what's going on? Can't stay long, but thought drop in for a few minutes. Hey, happy to have you here, man. Doing well. Hopefully today is the day we find BUIZEL. We tried to find it Tuesday. Tried to do the 17 chain thing, but it just wasn't working for us. I spent so long running back and forth, resetting the radar. That's a good patch. Danny gave you his motorcycle for helping him, helping defend him making tacos. Hey, those tacos are important. It's a nice number there, Yoki. Had the worst trouble getting a chain for BUIZEL, but luckily I found a shiny on chain 17. Nice. Is there a boost for 17? There's not a boost for 17, Kajito, but it seems that the consensus of the community is, especially if you're going for a single shiny, so not really my case, but I was having horrible luck with chains anyways with Starly before this, so I was like, I don't really want to risk going higher. The odds that a chain of 17 gives you is just under 1 in 2,000. It's just slightly better than 1 in 2,000. And the amount of time it takes on average to reset the radar and get that shiny is about as long as it takes on average for you to go from a chain of 17 to a chain of 40, including future chain breaks. So it basically is just kind of like if you're going for one Pokemon, one shiny, there's not as much of a need to just go all the way to a max chain. Is kind of the it's the mentality of it. I'm actually going to go up to this patch. So it's really just for like kind of balancing your odds, right? The odds of getting a chain of 40 and the increased odds from a chain of 40 versus a chain of 17 kind of work out to be even. The only two places in the game that a few people hurt each other are the depths, where people work together, just where they don't. Francis Alpha, where everyone goes to get their character wiped, in the only place where no one can hurt each other. Ah. Look at Pachirisu being an MVP here, picking up more items. Your dog provides wisdom, Yoki. Alright. Pokemon. I'm just pulling all these items off Pachirisu. I figure I should pull all the items off Pachirisu and just kind of go with that. Has anyone got any shinies from the underground? I haven't. I've spent a ton of time in the underground, but that's been for trying to find shards and for trying to, yeah, trying to find shards and trying to, like, just finish the national decks. I like to get a chain of 40 so you can get a bunch of them and pick out the best of the bunch. Hey, that's fair, yeah. And if you are going for multiple shinies, I think the stats almost instantaneously boost to just go for a chain of 40. The dog wisdom from that old West animation. Fun fact, Underground is the subway system in Europe. Well, dang. I didn't know that Europe had Pokemon on their trains. I'm jealous now. Want to get a chain of 39, then start shiny hunting so you can get a shiny with 3 IVs. Found a random shiny completely tough and underground. Noise. It kind of sucks, I will say, that the underground has such poor odds. You know, like you can't do chaining of a specific Pokemon. You can kind of increase the odds of certain Pokemon spawning with the statues, but that's it. But yeah, you can't really like increase your chances of finding a certain mon. The odds boost is so minimal in comparison to the amount of time it takes to get that odds boost. It's kind of ridiculous, you know. It's being stupid and just running around in circles. Sorry about that. Usually I mute the mic, but I did not that time. I apologize. Being stupid and just running around in circles with Wingull and accidentally ran into it, but it was shiny. Hey, that's awesome. Those are some of the best shinies, right? Like, not even trying for it. Bless you. Thank you, Darkwing. I appreciate that. Sorry for potentially deafening people. Hopefully I turned away from the mic enough. I don't know where that came from. Only thing I could say is I do have a cat in my lap, but she usually doesn't make me sneeze. Ouch your ears. Ah. Here's the treat. Where's the treat for the cat? Don't tease her with a treat. She'll come at you for that. Hey, what's going on, John? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Ah, come on. It's one BUIZEL. Hey, what's going on, Alan? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Are you readjusting, kitty? What you doing? Well, yeah, so I don't think I actually ever asked this, but any of you guys have New Year's resolutions? Or just kind of keep on doing the same, or just general stuff? Quick balls? Nah, Pokeballs. They're usually not a problem here. Let me see if this... Do I have settings here? I don't think I even have settings. Pass this mana tissue, right? Dang, the fact it broke out of a crit cap, I'm kind of a little bit salty about that one. There we go. To play one shot? That's your New Year's resolution? Did some math. The main characters of one shots 4, 5, or 6 inches. What do you mean, like in terms of height? Yesterday you were going for a shiny hunt to shiny hunt Pachirisu, and after 5 chains got a shiny patch. Congrats, dude. Sounds like tennis play. Yeah, the like little like pops like hitting the hitting a tennis ball with a racket. I can see it. I can hear it, I guess. Gonna try hitting 40 before hunting. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Alan. I don't want to. I don't want to do what I did on Tuesday, right? Like I don't want to spend the entire stream just resetting. Gotta head out. I see you later, Kajito. Thanks for watching the stream, man. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, you too, man. You too. Hope to see you again soon. Horrible when it comes to POKERADAR. I feel like I would say it takes some practice. I know Gen 4's POKERADAR definitely takes some practice. This one's just like patience. There's not a lot that really happens with it that's in your control. Kind of game you want to buy. It's called A Hat in Time. I've heard really good things about that, and I've considered it too. I think I have a few things I still think I need to do in Spyro. I think I still have a good bit to do in Spyro, I think. I at least have a bunch of achievements to do in Spyro. If I did all the achievements in Spyro, I would possibly get Hat in Time, just because it's a very similar game from what I can tell. In terms of being like a 3D collectathon platformer, which is one of my favorite genres of games. I think I'll join you in 10-15 minutes, but we'll go for a Nidoran mail. You mean you're not going to go for more Weasel, Alan? Come on. No. Good luck with the Nidoran. That'd be awesome. I want to do some of those POKERADAR specific Pokemon. Heck yeah. So far you only have a chain of 21 for Sentret. Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, Darklit. And I mean, that's what just happened to us, right? We did nothing wrong, and we just lost our chain right now. Have not gotten Spyro yet. I don't know why to hit that up immediately. Spyro has been fun. I didn't play it as a kid, but I basically just got like the Reignited trilogy when they released it on I got it on Switch and then I got it on Steam because I am a sucker for going for Steam achievements. So I have it on Steam and that's what I've mostly played it on. And it's a fun game. It's a fun game if you like that kind of game. If you like games like Banjo-Kazooie and like Mario Odyssey or Super Mario 64, stuff like that, then it's really fun. It's really fun. Theory Mudskippers were once players who were exported to the depths. What? Yo, Potato Plays, are we getting a Shining Umbreon raid? Are we getting raided? Welcome, Raiders, Raid Hype, Potato Plays. Hannah, welcome to the stream, guys. Raid Hype in chat, guys. Heck yeah. Skybomb, Amber, Ryan, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing today? How was the stream? Lenny, welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? Yo, Chatterman Nick's Pokedex. Welcome to the stream, everybody. What's going on? How was the stream? Good? What was Shining Umbreon going for? Yo, Cam, what's going on? Feeling better today. Hey, that's fantastic to hear, man. That is fantastic. Yeah, where's that shiny Umbreon at? Yo, what's going on, shiny Umbreon? It's going well. How you doing, man? How you doing? Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? What were you doing? What were you going for? Let me grab you a link too. Let me grab that link real quick. It's here somewhere, but again, there we go. Yeah, everyone from my stream, definitely go check out Shining Umbreon. They didn't have to raid us, but he did. It's awesome of them. And then another awesome shiny hunting streamer. There we go, yeah. And everyone else, welcome. I'm mindlessenigma. I do a bunch of shiny hunting on YouTube. Lately, it's been 100% BDSP stuff. Excited for Arceus to come out to do some more of that. So thanks for being here. Hope you guys stick around. Do you mind if I call you Ian, or do you want me to call you your YouTube name? Either's fine with me. Hey Frank, what's going on? Welcome back. How you doing? Still on Piplup. Dang, how many encounters are you at now, man? That's awesome name. Thank you. You have 23 games with some sort of monster. Animal Crossing, because they're fully animals. How many encounters did Starly take? 3. Or 4, I think. Maybe 4. It was full odds. We never actually got the radar for it. The chain kept breaking after that. But yeah, it was a full odds Starly in the middle of a PokeRadar chain. 7,600, dude. I hope you find it soon. Those, the starters in this game are such a brutal hunt. So seriously, best of luck to you with that one, man. Fast, yes. Yeah, I've had really good luck with full odds Pokemon in radar hunts. I have had very bad luck with radar chains, but the shinies themselves I've been okay with. This is your first time here, and it's definitely not gonna be your last. Awesome, love to hear it. Happy to have you here. Let's see. Ah, come on. Yeah, like there we go. See, I have such bad luck with chains. Like they break so early, it feels like the odds shouldn't be like that for me. Were your last 2 chats? Well, this is impossible to beat unless you're a god at parrying. Yeah, I have no context for anything with the game you're talking about, Goldie, just because I haven't ever played it. Can't stick around. Gonna eat some dinner with the girlfriend. Good luck on the hunt. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate the raid. Hope dinner is delicious, and yeah, hope to see you again soon, man. Make sure the patch you're going to is at least 4 tiles away. Yeah, at least. They can't be more than 5 tiles away, Frank. Why are there so many skulls in Hollow Knight? Like everywhere you go, there's a skull. A lot of things have died in Hollow Knight. Ow, cat. I have a cat off camera in my lap, and she just like readjusted, and because of her own poor positioning, slid and decided to grab onto my belly button with her claw. They can be more than 5 tiles away. As far as the game's concerned, they can't. As far as the game's concerned with counting, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like the patch above me, as far as the game is concerned, is only 4 away. They're all within those rings, right? So like this patch is 4 over and 2 up, so it's 4 away. That's how they all are. The farthest away a tile can be is 4 over and 4 up, which still, in terms of the odds, is 4 away. 3 over, 3 up is still 3 away. 2 over, 2 up, still 2 away. You know, so yeah, like I think they can be far enough away that you physically have to travel more squares, But as far as like the distance is concerned in terms of the radar, it's only 4. Yeah, Frank, I know. I've done Frank, I know how the whole square thing works. I think I walked into one that was 3 away, and that might be why you're asking. Yo, Z4 becoming a member. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. The shiny rallet is now yours. Hey, member hype for Z4 in chat, guys. Got a shiny camera up off of a 2-chain. Yesterday in school, and he flipped out in front of everyone. Nice. My voice changed. Are you playing a server when they see Tower Defense Simulator? No, wait, girl in the game, what? That's how most of the internet reacts, though, right? Are you heading out? Alright, see you later, Potato Plays. Thank you for coming into the stream with that raid. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope to see you again in another stream soon. I'll be here again soon. You're sure of it? Awesome to hear. Awesome to hear that. Darn, chain's breaking. People think you're a boy all the time. Then they're surprised when you say you're a girl. I'm going to assume that's going off of the name being Frank. Off of your username having Frank in it. That's probably what does it. Hoping to beat BDSP by next Sunday at the latest. Any sooner it will take. We're just looking forward to playing Legends Arceus in a few weeks. It's crazy. I keep forgetting that Arceus is super close. Mainly don't have a girlfriend because you're female and just like playing video games in a chair in your home. Fair enough. Yeah, my girlfriend's currently in another country. Has been for almost 5 months now. Will be for at least another 7. Tune in tomorrow's stream. Gonna get some more rest. Absolutely, Cam. Absolutely, get more rest. Beat the rest of the sickness if it's still there, man. I appreciate you stopping by, but yeah, definitely get rest. I'll see you again soon. Not excited for Legends Arceus, but might ask for it when it comes out. I'm excited for it. I'm intrigued by it. I think I've said this before. I said this back when, like, in August when we started getting the more promising trailers, or like just new trailers for these games. My thought is BDSP has been really good, and I have really enjoyed it, and I am happy to keep playing these games as the main Pokemon games for the next year. So I'm curious about Legends in like a very hopefully excited kind of like a very excited way, like an excited curiosity, a positive curiosity and positive interest, because BDSP feels like a really solid safety net. If Legends Arceus just isn't a game I enjoy, or it's not a game that chat enjoys, like, no problem going back to BDSP. So I'm really fine with the direction that they're kind of going with it, and like the experimentalness of it. Most of the players are boys, and a solid quarter of the players are Sims. That's a long time. Yeah, she's over there for at least a year. She might be over there for 2. I don't think she's sure on that yet. Hey, Jeffrey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Recently beaten Emerald Nuzlocke, including post-Steven battle, with a total of 3 deaths. Dang, that's impressive. That's like super impressive. Congrats on that, Jeffrey. What should you upgrade your map to have in Hollow Knight? What are the upgrades available? It's been so long since I played like Hollow Knight from the beginning, so I'm not quite sure what like is available in terms of upgrades. So what are you looking for? Heading out. I see you later, Cam. Gonna get some more rest. Catch you later. Heck yeah. See you later, man. Get some rest. Hopefully see you in the next stream or so. Gosh, what are the abilities to upgrade a map with? I would say the compass. The compass is really valuable. That one, I'm pretty sure, like, outside of, like, battles where I really needed specific charms and, like, the compass was too much to keep on me, I had the compass on me at all times in my charm set. So that one's worth it. And then, obviously, as well, getting the, I think, like, you get a quill so you can update the map yourself. That is very helpful. For sure, watch tomorrow's stream. Heck yeah. Looking forward to seeing you there, man. Lots of EV training. I get it. Now the compass and bench ones. Those are the only ones I really remember. What are the other ones? They like the little markers and stuff. Markers can be handy if you use those kind of things. I find myself not ignoring them, but just never utilizing them. So I don't really have that as like a... Why'd I do that? I'm an idiot. At least we weren't far into the chain. Why did I do that, guys? Why did I just break the chain? Yo, Nick, what's going on? Do I stop at 17 or 40? If I was going for a single BUIZEL, we'd stop at 17, but I'm going for 2, so I'm aiming for 40. I'm really probably going to go to, like, 30. I think 30 is probably a bit more realistic for me. If I get to 30, you know? So, yeah. Going past 17, I tried doing 17 for BUIZEL on Tuesday, but we spent like a solid hour and a half of stream just trying to get a shiny after we got to a chain of 17, and then I just like said screw it, went on and got to a chain of like 36. No shiny because it broke and I was done with stream, but I think that it's going to take too long to find a shiny with the odds of a 17 chain if I'm going for multiple. If you just want one Machoke, what should you do? If you just want one, I would say 17 chain. Massive rip, yeah. I've done this to myself. Oh, that was Minecraft sounds for a second. The mosquitoes just got more annoying. Did you find a new area with different mosquitoes? Oh, I think I know what you found, yeah. Tipo can either drip or drown. Favorite Christmas movie? That's a tough question because I feel like there's a lot of movies I don't see very often that I love to watch. The only one that comes to my mind, because the only one I watched this year, is just A Christmas Story. Like the classic played the like, you know, what at least used to be, I don't know if they still do it, the 24 Hours of Christmas Story that was played on TV. I'd watched the movie like 1.5 times, like Christmas Eve. At least, like basically we'd catch the ending of it and then we'd just watch it all again once. That was always fun. Aside from that, Elf is good. Elf's a good one. Elf's the classic, I would say now. Why did I do that? Oh, no, that was actually right. Woohoo! I think that's right, yeah. It's close enough. Alright, now let's not run from this one. Let's catch it. Home Alone. Home Alone is good. And like that's the kind of thing, right? Like Home Alone is a Christmas movie. I forget that it is. I would still say Elf over Home Alone. Home Alone is good though. So I'm gonna say Elf is probably my favorite. Just because, at least because of the amount that like my friends would just quote that movie. Need to get better armor, weapons, and drip, or else you'll drown in the depths. Oh yeah, see, because again, like Goldie, I don't know anything about this. I don't know what words you're saying mean what, you know? Hey, Xeonator, what's going on? Started hunting Turtwig a few days ago, almost 1,000 deep. Best of luck, man. Best of luck. 1,000 in a few days is super fast, man. I'm impressed. Assuming you're doing it in BDSP. Like How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The old animated one, the live action Jim Carrey one, or the new animated one? Granted, I think like How the Grinch Stole Christmas is only the old one, right? Like the old animated one. I remember running from a Starly at a KO chain of 39 because you were distracted telling your brother the answer to a question. Frank, no! That sucks. I feel that. I feel that, though. Like, I have done... It was with a SOS. Back when I was doing a ton of SOS hunting in college, I'd be hanging out talking with people, just like eating lunch, waiting for a class to start. So I'd just be passively doing SOS because you can set it up where it's pretty just like muscle memory, repetitive stuff. And there were several times I would just be struggling to find the Pokemon to chain. And then, oh, there goes the cat. I'd be struggling to find the Pokemon to chain. And I'd finally find it while like talking. And then I would like get a chain of like 2 or 3 going, and once the muscle memory kicked in, the muscle memory that kicked in was the go back to looking for the right Pokemon in like the overworld, and I was like, oh no. So painful physically and mentally. Yeah, you just like wince and go like, why did I do that? Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I haven't seen that. The old animated one? Cool. That one's a classic. I like that one. I also like the live action Jim Carrey one. I know a lot of people find it creepy, which is fair. I think there was somewhat of a point to that, but that one was also really cool. I also really like that one. No! I felt so good about that chain too. Why does the chain just break so fast? I feel like it shouldn't be breaking this fast, right? Like, it's only like a 7% chance that it breaks. Jump button doesn't work? Oh no! Your shiny Wurmple evolved into a Silcoon and you wanted it to be Cascoon. That is why I feel like I am personally only going to hunt one Wurmple, and I will hunt Silcoon and Cascoon after that. Because, yeah, there's no way to know. There's no way to tell with Wurmple. Like, Wurmple just doesn't have any characteristics in terms of its stats, in terms of its look, in terms of anything that can tell you if it's going to be a Silcoon or Cascoon. Had the first date in a new position today. Nice, Colin. How'd it go? Hope it went well. I think I remember having issues, Yoki, as well, where like I would use this Xbox controller for Hollow Knight, and I think I ended up just using it wired most of the time because Hollow Knight's a game with such like specific inputs. Sometimes like sometimes the inputs would drop over Bluetooth, so it just like worked better wired. So I don't know if that's like an issue you could be having with your controller. Legit thought it was a Cascoon for Shining Pearl and Silcoon for Brilliant Diamond. Guess you're incorrect. I believe that's like related to how they spawn in the overworld, yeah, or not in the overworld, how they spawn in like Eterna Forest as Silcoon and Cascoon. But yeah, Wurmple itself, just part of its secret ID, like one of the values you don't see determines if it's a Silcoon or a Cascoon, and there's no way to tell without it evolving. Back to being bad at your job, but now you get paid more. Hey, that's the good part. That's the important part right there. Wurmple's hard for Nuzlocke too with Dupe's Claws. How so? How so? How does Wurmple affect the Dupe's Claws then? Just like, if you catch, like, is it because, like, you just can't catch, like, if you catch a Wurmple and then you catch a Silcoon and, like, the Wurmple evolves into a Silcoon instead of a Cascoon, it becomes a problem? And I have a male Beautifly named Kevin. That sounds alright to me. I think Kevin's a good name for a Beautifly. You don't have a Pro Controller? Huh. Yeah, hopefully the jump button thing's not a problem too often. There we go. Despite his appearance, it is savage. Kevin doesn't take anything from anyone. It doesn't take any crap from anyone. Why does the fluffy caterpillar explode? What fluffy caterpillar? Oh, I don't know, because a lot of stuff in Green Path explodes. Kevin will use Air Cutter on you without warning. Gotta watch out for Kevin. If you run into a Silcoon or Cascoon in Petalbury Woods and the Wurmple is still a Wurmple. Okay. Yeah, so like if you... So with the Dupe's Claws then, are you allowed to catch it? Or do you have to wait for your Wurmple to evolve before you'd be allowed to catch it? Like, would it be a situation where you catch it and then, like, if Wurmple evolves and becomes that, you just have to release one of them, or... Why does the shadow you when you die and it attacks you? I don't know why it attacks you, but it is a nice little mechanic. I kind of enjoyed the mechanic of, like, having to go back and, like, get your soul back again and stuff. A new poison sting as a Wurmple. Imagine a Beautifly using that. Yeah, Kevin with Poison Sting, you really wouldn't want to cross him then. Personally, just still skip the casting you ran into because Wurmple's still part of this evolutionary line. That's fair. That's fair. I think that makes sense. Yo, guys, thanks for getting the stream to 15 likes. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot. Helps out a lot. If you haven't left a like on the stream yet, we'd greatly appreciate it. Let's see if we can get the 20 here. How about you do this? Do what? Can you suggest nicknames for BUIZEL? I don't actually usually nickname my Pokemon. I'm boring like that. I'm bad at thinking of nicknames, and if I can't nickname all of them, I end up not nicknaming any of them. We can have like a symbolic name. Like if we think of a name and like it, we can just remember the BUIZEL's that. Light goal 25. It's ambitious. I like it. I'm pinning it. I have a stupid Chrome extension on right now, so I can't even use YouTube emotes. So I will pin yours. Yours is now the light goal, Frank. Measles? Measles the Weasels? In a horror game, oh gosh, this is awful. That was a horrible placement of grass, all in the windmill. Dang. There was no otter or weasel emote. Yeah. The emojis are lacking, you know, without like an otter emote. Stream goes till 25. We'll go past it if we get 25 fast. Where's Glameow? I don't actually know. Glameow is in Shining Pearl. That's actually where Glameow is. That's the real answer. I kind of forgot that it was like a thing I could catch until I got Shining Pearl to a point where I saw it. Name it Shipwrecked because it's a rescuer. I guess it is a rescuer, isn't it, with its little floaty? Kind of like the... Floatzel definitely gives off a lifeguard feel. Dang, we really are almost at 20. That was fast, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just before Sunny Shore. But it is it's a Shining Pearl exclusive, right, Z4? Glameow Route 22. 222. Not sure about that. I could have sworn it was. No one's confirmed that for me, so... I'm gonna check. Yep, it's Shining Pearl exclusive. I was like, I was gonna go insane. I was just like, oh no, was I so stupid that people, like, don't even want to correct me? Nice music. Glad you like it. I feel like it's some good chill music for stream. We usually start with the chill music and then swap over to a bit more of like my usual playlist, more excited music. Chatot's the rare encounter. Yeah, I remember just trying to find Chatot for my decks. Was Chatter still worked the way it used to? That'd be so cool if it did, yeah. I can understand why they don't do it, but... That'd be so cool if it worked that way. Because that was a really unique little thing. Oh, well, the chain was going so well, guys. Rip, yeah. Oh well, just time for another chain. I need to start counting the chain breaks. I know a lot of people have it set up to count chain breaks too, but excuse me, I just never got around to that. Wish that contest would be the only way to raise affection in this game so more people would play it because you like them. Making it so that affection was linked to would be linked to contests would be a very interesting way to do that. And I think that could work. I would actually think that would work really well, yeah. Like, it's a way to encourage, yeah, it's a way to encourage using other parts of the game. It lets people who don't want an affection boosts, which are incredibly OP, it would let people who don't want those not have to use them. I think that would be a really good idea, Jeffrey, yeah. Sorry, you're gone a bit, had to take your dog out. Hey, that's all good, Yuki. That's all good. Welcome back. It also makes a lot of sense. Yeah, like it would. Yeah, like it wouldn't seem out of place, right? Like contests are more of like a bonding thing. Like obviously battling is, but like battling's like a battle bond, right? Like it's a bond and a respect in a way that I feel like affection would be something that, like, you know, feeding them sweets and getting them dressed up and getting them looking all nice and stuff would kind of lead to more of an affection like thing in that way, right? Where it's like, where, like, you know, like a hunting dog versus like a lap dog have very different like relationships with their owner, I feel, you know? So you could have the same kind of thing effectively there, right? Yeah. Where it's like, it would make sense for affection to grow, or like, it would make sense for contests to grow affection. It would let you avoid growing it if you didn't want it, again, for the difficulty side of it. It would encourage people to do contests. As much as I'm a fan of rhythm games, I feel like contests should be more like old school contests. Personally. But yeah, anything to kind of encourage doing the contest. Because I walked in, I did one of them and went, neat, and left, and have not gone back into that building at all. Like, and I think a lot of people might have been looking forward to contests being what they were before and might have been a little bit disappointed to see what it was. Different kind of XP? Yeah, in a sense, right? Yeah. In the same way that, like, you level up your battling skill, you level up your affection. And you could effectively make it so that the Pokemon were insanely OP. You could let affection boosts be even more significant than they are now. You could just, like, make the affection boost to be, like, almost broken, right? Which is, it lets anyone beat the game with whatever Pokemon they want effectively, you know? Because at any point you can get a crit, as long as you're a similar level, it's like you get crits constantly. Stop yourself from getting KO'd constantly. Like, you could do that, and as long as it's something that's like a lot of effort in contests, I don't think it would feel too unbalanced. And I think that would be kind of, it would almost be a way to make, like, it would almost be a way to make it easier. It would let them make Pokemon easier, like the game's easier for the people who want them to be easier, while also, like, not being too ridiculously, like, without making it too easy for people who don't want it to be easy. Graphics upgrades and contests are amazing. Oh yeah, they look great. It's just, I was very shocked that it was a rhythm game. Which, for one, it's like, I enjoy rhythm games. I personally enjoy rhythm games, so I wasn't, like, upset that it was a rhythm game. I was just like, I know this isn't what it was before. This feels strangely easy. Yeah, so, like, it felt strangely easy because it was just a rhythm game. It was also a little bit more difficult for me because I was playing through a capture card through OBS, so I had such a delay. That was a little bit interesting. We should name your Kricketot. Beetlejuice? That could work. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope all is well for you. Found a BUIZEL. Nice. And Team Galactic, it takes one more dad? What? One more dad? What are they doing to dads? Mustache cash stash. Man, we've almost encountered 100 BUIZEL. That's a lot of BUIZEL for... That's a lot of Pokemon for POKERADAR in my experience. I didn't know they were stealing dads. Feels a little more evil than stealing Pokemon, honestly. Ooh, Pachirisu pulling another evolutionary stone? This is what I like to see. Really, I need Pachirisu to pull a leaf stone and a water stone. And a King's Rock. I want a King's Rock. I don't know if it can give me that, but it'd be nice if it did. Why is autocorrect so bad? I don't know. It can just be like that. You gotta watch out for it. Gotta like reread a message sometimes. They stole some kid's dad, remember? I don't actually remember that. Maybe I missed some dialogue. Stole a kid's dad and gave him a bowl cut. What if it pulls a Master Ball? I could sell that. That item is worthless to me. Come on, crit cap, work. Nice. Why is your Turtwig not evolving? What level is it at? Found Ghastly, but don't have anyone with a DS to trade evolution. Sucks as you would like to try Gengar one day. Is this in oh yeah, that's not gonna work. I was gonna say like just like put the cartridge in a 3DS, but I realized you're not doing that. Yeah. Can a 3DS? No, because it's still not gonna be the same. Yeah. 17, you thought it evolves at 15. I thought it evolved at like 16 or 18. Go one more level. Then see if you've given it an Everstone on accident. Sorry, I'm like plugging in headphones over here, like my wireless headphones to charge. And I kept trying to fiddle with the cable and it wasn't working. I kept giving up like now I'll do it after stream, and then I tried again. So I was like, screw it, I should just do that now. Yeah. I was trying to plug the cable into these. Yeah, I thought it was 16. Yeah, this windmill makes this dangerous. I remember Puffin did Pachirisu last week, and I was watching that. Like, I wasn't focusing super hard on where his grass patches were. I was just kind of listening in and chatting and stuff. And yeah, one of the things I remember him talking about was the windmill getting in the way a lot. And I was like, it can't be that bad. It's bad. It's bad. There's like patches of grass you just can't see at all. Bellsprout's Gen 2 sprite looks dead. Makes Sprout Tower more scary with Ghastly here too. It's like dead plants and ghosts, that's it. That's all that's here. How much more progress have I done on the desk? A little bit. I did a lot of it the first day I was on vacation from work, in terms of doing some cable management and stuff. Right now the desk got really busy and like just crowded, especially with the like question block. I built that and it's been there, and I don't really have a good place for it. The top of the desk, or the top of that shelf's already kind of full. But yeah, there's a few things. I got like an Amazon gift card for Christmas, and I think my plan with that is to buy a couple cables that are of the proper length, and then like some sticky stuff to hold some power bricks under the desk and hold like a poster up and stuff. Really exciting uses of a Christmas gift card. So not a lot of progress has been made. It's really just, it comes in bursts, you know, where it's like I get a lot done, and then like some mess kind of creeps back onto it, and then I clear off the mess and do a little bit extra, and then a little bit more mess comes back, and then I clear that off and do a little bit extra, and it's slowly working its way down. There's just a lot that I want to do. You know, there's a lot I want to do that I don't have the abilities to do fully right at this minute, and so it's like it becomes like demotivating. Unfortunately, it becomes a little bit demotivating to kind of be in that situation and try to work on it like that. Yeah, I think I might get... I have a fourth monitor I literally haven't hooked up since I moved. It's just been sitting here. That I used to have hooked up. I used to have it hooked up all the time. Then I moved, and I just never reran the cable for it because the cable was too short. So it's like, I want to get a new cable for that, a new HDMI cable for that to hook that into my computer. And I want to get a longer HDMI cable to go to this TV. Because right now, I have a cable running out of my capture card into a little HDMI splitter thing, or like a HDMI switch, and then running the cable up through that to the TV. And it's kind of like, I would like to just run a couple cables up to the TV without that box in the middle, because the box makes it really hard to like hide. Hey, what's going on, JT? Welcome to the stream. Found a picture on Twitter where someone 3D printed an Eevee with the rock set on it. That was like a meme in the 3D printing community for a while. It was very strange. But yeah, there was a meme for a while in the 3D printing community where it was just like, take existing kind of like common models to print and stick, you know, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's head on it. Shinx is evolving, noise, and Kricketot, noise, double nice. But yeah, so there's still more work to be done on the desk, on the whole. More GameCubes for Jirachi hunting in the future would be nice. General work on it, general organization and cable management. I think you can still see, yeah, there's still a cable hanging down. It's a different cable now, but there's still a cable hanging down where it can be seen. I gotta fix that. That's the power cable for my like whole racing thingy over here. We're seeing the Kanto starters though with the Rock's head on the Pokemon on Reddit too. Not as scary as the Bellsprout though. As these Bellsprouts. Now I want to see a Bellsprout like that. Any 3D printed projects planned? Not at the moment. There's a few things I'd like to do, mostly like printer upgrades, but those also feel weird to do with nothing else planned. You know, like, oh, I can print this to make my printer print better. Then what? You know? So it's kind of one of those things, I'll print that before I print the thing I want to print, but after printing the little like door, like Lego wreath that I printed that took like a week of printing, I kind of have thought of things I just want to upgrade with the printer that aren't print upgrades. It's like upgrading the motor controllers and upgrading the bed. Would basically just take this like magnetic bed off and put a glass bed on it, and then like upgrade the motor controllers to make the motors quieter. Just because like one of the biggest reasons that I end up like doing a burst of, man, I haven't 3D printed in a while, I should do something, and then I do that and then I don't for a while, is the noise of the motors just gets in my head. It's weird. It's really, really weird, but it's just because they're so loud with the default controllers. Like the motors themselves can run pretty quietly if they're powered right. It's just they aren't powered very well with like the board that comes in it by default for controlling them. So replacing that apparently helps a lot, makes them nearly silent. So it's like I'd like to do that. If I did that, I'd be more comfortable running it all the time. Doing that, and then like there's like one fan to replace to like finish silencing it. And if I did that, and if the printer was to a point that I could have it running while I streamed and the mic didn't pick it up, I think I would be like in a place where I'd be like, this is good. I can have this running all the time, and I'd print a lot more. Shiny Hunt Munchlax? That'd be interesting. That could be a fun hunt. I just have to get a tree for it. Starting to have the classic Diamond and Pearl team. That's kind of how it goes though, Yoki, right? Like you don't realize that you suddenly have a Staravia, you have a Luxio. You're slowly kind of accidentally building that team because it works really well, so there's no reason to change it up. And then you get to like Maylene and then to Cynthia, and it just gets wrecked. And you remember why you shouldn't do it. Yeah, it's hard not to end up with that team if you aren't trying to avoid having that team. It's just because like so many of the early game Pokemon are so good. And even in like Diamond and Pearl, you would still, basically all of Route 201, you're going to have on your team. You're going to have a Staraptor, you're going to have a Luxray, and you'll have a Bibarel for all your raid chums. That's how it worked. At least Munchlax now has different areas to appear. Yeah, like it's not like one tree that it can appear on at like its horrible catch rate anymore, or its horrible encounter rate anymore. It has a tree to appear on almost 100% of the time kind of thing. That's nice. I do like that. I do appreciate that. And yo, guys, we got to 20 likes on the stream. Thank you so much for that. Getting close to our current like goal. Let's see if we can't get to 25, guys, before the end of the stream. That'd be awesome if we did. It helps out a lot. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget the underground. True. It is in the underground now, too. Granted, honestly, soft resetting at a tree is going to be faster than the underground. Once you have a tree that has Munchlax and you can reset on that tree, like, just do that. It's going to be better, even with the ridiculous reset times on Switch games. The underground, if you're looking for a specific Pokemon, is just so slow. Nothing wrong with going for it there. It's just if you're trying to go for it faster, do it on the tree. You can guarantee the Pokemon you're encountering at least. Where's Geibel? Route 106 is a cave at the back of it. When you first come across it, you won't be able to access it. You'll have to go back later. Why do I have a level 58 Krogunk? Because I caught a level 58 Krogunk in the underground, and I need to evolve it once to get a Toxicroak, or level it up once to get a Toxicroak. That's honestly, this is the same issue I had with the wild area. One of my biggest issues with the underground is that everything keeps pace with you level wise. I think it would be very interesting if there were Pokemon that like were at a certain level and other Pokemon were like the Pokemon that are in the underground the whole time, I think should stay at the level that you can encounter and deal with in Eterna when you're in Eterna City. Then when you unlock stuff, when you find Defog, the new Pokemon that appears should be the level that you can kind of deal with around Pastoria Town. Like, I feel, that's what I feel like. There should be like a bunch of different levels in the underground as opposed to just everything's like 58 to 62 now. Yeah, no problem. Bubble is in Wayward Cave and Gibble. Yeah. Why does your time say first played 1 day ago and not 3 hours? I don't know. Is it after midnight for you now? Yo, Mike F, what's going on? How you been? Welcome to the stream. Hope everything's been good for you. Long time no see, I feel. Took 34 tackles to get through Nightmare Spirit Tower. Chikorita survived 1 HP with the final stages of Hoodoo. Dang. Coming in clutch. Can you get the Versus Seeker in the game? Yes, you can. So that's really helpful for getting money. There's, I think, 2 different double battles that people tend to go to get, like, you know, like 20+ thousand Pokedollars per, like, battle with them. And as long as you don't get, I don't know. Okay, so does anyone who uses the Versus Seeker, do you guys have, what am I trying to say? Do you guys know what determines if sometimes when I try to use it on like the trainers on Route 210, sometimes constantly I can just keep resetting it, keep doing it over and over again, and other times I get like one battle in and it's like, the trainers don't want to battle right now. Is there a reason that happens, or is that just random? Prefer beating up old people after Heatran. 24,000 per fight. Noise, yeah, the Ace Trainer couple on Route 210 I think gives 26,000 with Amulet Coin. Been doing okay, even got the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on your Switch. Hey, that's awesome. Hope you're having fun with it. Think it's just random? That sucks. Fight versus old guys near Pokemon Mansion. I've heard that's the better one. I think Route 210 gives more experience, I think. Like, so if you're looking for XP, like if you're looking to both like train, if you're looking to train at the same time, then it's better to go to Route 210. But if you're just going for the money, the Pokemon Mansion couple's better. It's random? Dang. And Justin, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Pick Pokemon games on how much you like the legendary. Hey, that's fair. A lot of people do that. A lot of people look at the version exclusives. Some people just look at the general color scheme of the game, or just always pick, like, some people will always pick the second game, like in the naming, or the first name in the gaming. Like, someone might pick Diamond because they've always picked Ruby, they picked Diamond, they picked, you know, they picked Black, they picked X, they picked Sun, they picked Sword, you know, like, it might be that for people. Kind of sad, but still okay. Sorry to hear sad. Hopefully the stream can help cheer you up a bit, maybe. Happy you're here, man. Happy to have you here. You can also use a Meowth with Payday. True, but then you gotta get a Meowth, and those are a pain because they're daily Pokemon in the, like, Trophy Garden, which every, like, random Pokemon daily, I've just continuously gotten the same ones over and over again. I don't know if anyone else has this experience. I can't get Meowth. I can't get Pidgey. I can't get a Pidgey Swarm. I've checked every day. I have not gotten a Pidgey Swarm yet. It is crazy to me that those are in this, that I can't get Pidgey Swarms. I've had Corsola Swarms like 3 times in a week before, but no Pidgeys. No Pidgey Swarms for me. I'm a little bit salty about that. Usually level 100 Persian with Amulet Coins. That's a good plan. Again, I need one. I need one. And again, like, the pain is that I'm trying to go for it on my own saves, right? Like, that's a big part of it for me this time, is like doing everything on my own save. Since I have the 2 Switches, I have both the games. Like, I can do all of it in my own little bubble for the most part. So I've been trying to do that, but just those random encounters, like those random spawns, are the rough ones. Plus, you have a Hero Time collection thanks to your 35th anniversary Ocarina of Time Link amiibo. Cool. If you had known Heracross would be a Shield exclusive, you would have made Shield your main version. I feel that. I know there's a lot of people out there like, how do I get this Pokemon? It's like, oh, it's in the other game. It's like, what? What? Maybe they're waiting for Legends Arceus to come out for them to show up. But I wanted to get them before Legends Arceus. I'm definitely not getting nearly as many shinies before Legends comes out as I had kind of hoped. That's just due to both my stream schedule being a little bit spottier than I wanted it to be, as well as Piplup taking forever. You know, the usual. And so now I'm just like, I just want to complete the National Dex before that game comes out. I'm making good progress. Most of the stuff in my way at this point is just like underground stuff or swarm Pokemon or some Pearl exclusives I just haven't like put the time to really go for yet, even though like with Pearl now I can get most of them. So yeah, like that kind of stuff. Or really, I need to get to Route 225. I need to beat Cynthia. Once I beat Cynthia and get access to that like extra like 4 routes or whatever it is, like 225 through 230 or 224 through 229 or whatever it is, those extra routes, right? Like once I get those, I think most of the rest of my like party's gonna fill out. Come on! We were doing so well, but it's not like we were that far. Again, I'm offering you to breed you one. I appreciate the offer, Alan. I appreciate it, man. But like I said, I'm trying to get them all with the Pokemon just staying in my own little local game bubble. Mom of 5 children, 3 dogs, and 2 birds. And trade you a Pidgey as you already have one. I appreciate it, Silver. I really do appreciate it. It's just I put that rule in place on myself. I guess because I like pain. I don't know. That seems to be why. Also, guys, you know today that like if I had gone for one of the 17 chains I've passed, we would have found it almost immediately. Just YOLO. What do you mean by YOLO now? What could YOLO possibly mean now, Alan? I'm confused. Why is Fat Cat so strong? I don't know. I guess it's gotta have enough muscle to move all the fat around, right? Like, a fat cat has a lot of cat to move around. Use Max Repels? Max Repels might have more steps individually, but they cost more per step. So just buying like 400 Super Repels works better. Works better money-wise. Because it's thick. It's playing a cat takeover. They all are. Go for closest? No. We will not do that. That's how we end chains very fast. I should just run around sporadically. No rhyme or reason. Occasionally I'll hit one of the patches. Don't need to save much money in postgame. But I can buy more steps. Like it's not even really a matter of like saving money. It's just a matter of like if I have 200 or like 20,000 Pokedollars, I can buy more steps worth of repel with super repels than with max repels. Like, yeah, you don't have to save money, but there's still efficiency to be had. I spend the same amount of money and get more repels out of it effectively. This Kabuto stone puzzle's confusing you. It doesn't help how slow it is to move a piece. What puzzle? What game? What game? Oh yeah, you're playing a different game though. I was like, what game are you playing? Because I was thinking BDSP, but yeah, you're playing Gold. And Turtwig's evolving. Hey, congrats. Doing Valley Windworks now, I take it. Hey, what's going on, Vanillix? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Doing good. Awesome. Glad to hear, man. Glad to hear. Can you get the blood Pokemon tomorrow? You mean Balloon? If you're talking about Drifloon, then Yoki, if you beat Valley Windworks and it's still Thursday for you right now, like as long as your game isn't like after midnight and now Friday, you should be good. Just save and then like leave the area and come back or something. Like leave the area, save, and then come back for it tomorrow and it should be there. But yeah, so you can get Drifloon tomorrow. I'm gonna have to go buy more Pokeballs. Had to wait 4 days for Drifloon. I had to wait the whole first week. Fortunately, I saw the Drifloon in the Hearthome gym, so I could at least like get POKERADAR. But yeah. It turns out at the bottom of the shell pieces swapped. They look almost the same. That'll do it. And guys, we're so close to our like goal, guys. We're so close to 25 likes. If you haven't left a like on the stream, I'd greatly appreciate it if you did so, because it does help out a lot. Maybe you'll just like get that with repels in post game because of your Emerald Nuzlocke ready to keep opening the menu. Yeah. I can see that, like building a habit, even if it's in another game, it just kind of carries over into the current one. I see that. Yeah, I don't think there's like you said, there's not a whole lot of a reason to save money a ton in post game, outside of just having to go and spending time collecting it. So I get that. So I definitely have like held on to habits from other games as well myself. So I get that. I just don't really have a habit with repels, so for me it's like whatever I learn is the most efficient is what I'm going to end up using. Literally played Far Cry 6 basically all day. Nice. Sounds like a good day, man. It's got leftovers from pickup. Nice. This time you bought 500 super repels for the hunt? Nice. I bought 400 for mine. Basically emptied out my my wallet in the game into repels and into Pokeballs. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm gonna go actually pick up some more Pokeballs with the little bit of money I have left. Just because I am down to like 60. And I think just because of the disparity between the amount of repels I have and the amount of Pokeballs I have, we're going to go to a 17 chain. If we can even get to that. Like, gosh. Yeah, let's actually just buy, like, a ton of them. There. Buy quick balls? Nah. They all, for one, nah. Two, they aren't here. Love over the years unknown state of the strange, mysterious Pokemon. It is really interesting. Like, I feel like even though I've played a ton of Pokemon, I was really excited to, like, have a chance to, like, really go for unknowns. Why don't you just reset Switch? Because I like seeing the amount of time I played on my save file. Even if it cost me more money. I know people do the reset, but yeah. How long have I been streaming? So far, I think like an hour 45. So almost 2 hours now. Yeah, an hour 50. That's how long the stream's been going. So yeah, like an hour 45 since I like went live on camera. Which good thing I checked the stream today. Like some days, you know, I'm flying in here. I'm getting everything like I'm getting everything set up. But like I kind of don't really see this layout right here until I go live. Like flip it over from starting soon to this. And today I decided to like, kind of peek at it, like just open up like the current, like, scene and the scene I want to switch to side by side to be able to like make sure it's all good. Just like as a sanity check to make sure everything was okay. Because on days like today when I'm going for BUIZEL today and I went for BUIZEL on Tuesday, like I don't have a lot to change, so I don't really pay attention to this screen. So I flipped it over and was like, oh shoot, my camera's off. And I went to like turn on the camera and there was no camera there. I had taken my camera down to potentially get some either video or pictures from karting last night. It didn't end up happening, but nonetheless, my camera was in a bag, like on my couch. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta move this. When will I make a face reveal? Never. Actually, I'm just going to do that for a while. We're just going to make this really uncomfortable for everyone here. Alright. This is how we're streaming. Who would win in a fight between Delibird and an unknown? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's funny. It's gonna stop being funny real quick. Or real soon. What if this is just how I ran my face cam all the time? Put all this effort into a background and then we just do this. Delibird easy. I don't know, honestly, I could see Delibird goofing up and like damaging itself until it KO'd itself like every single turn. I'm gonna add a bit of a thing to the light goal. Yeah, I'm gonna add a bit to the light goal. And I don't know if it's gonna make it more or less likely for us to hit the light goal, but I'm not unzooming the camera until we hit light goal. Even if it's for another hour. Named your unknown E and Brilliant Diamond. Markiplier time to recreate its OG. And its OG home, Owen Hohen. Only from November and December. It's only during Christmas season that Delibird will win. Other ones don't know. The answer said Ninja, so Ninja wins amongst it all. How far does this zoom in? I don't actually know if this zooms in more. Does it? Nope, that's it. Alright, we'll leave it there then. Fully zoomed. Put this on a t-shirt. I'm just gonna print it on the inside of a mug. It's like staring. It's gonna be real weird if someone shows up to this. Hello. Yeah, it's like right at the bottom. So you don't see it when you pour it. But then just like... It's like that face like staring at you as you finish, it's like you try to take a drink. This one drink that no one would finish. Exactly. Exactly. It's like anyone who does finish it, like there's a little bit of text at the bottom. It's like, haha, this paint's toxic. You shouldn't have done that. Why is the stream recommended to you 2 times at the same time? Because you should be watching it twice. Do you not have it on every single device you own, Yoki? You should have it like playing on everything at once. Phones, tablets, computers, the TV in your house. Switch. It's having this Kodak moment. Yeah. I'm ready for my close-up. Because it's happening. Right now. I do see that we made progress towards the like goal, so this worked. 2 more likes and we can go back to normal, guys, I promise. I need to do that one day. I actually don't know if that counts as more views or not. If it's all the same account but different devices. What do you mean, this is the new normal? We're never gonna hit 25 likes ever again. I'm just gonna have to leave my camera like this all the time. Even when I use this like setup for like video calls with work. Wonder what its hidden power is. It was super effective against your Chikorita, so it could be Fire, Flying, Ice Bug, or Poison. Now realizing why people don't use Chikorita with all those weaknesses. It's like, things, the puzzle pieces are coming together. Actually use Meganium in your competitive singles team? Really? Does that work well for you? What Switch game should you buy? Don't you have a bunch that you just bought? I would say play those. Granted, I also wouldn't take my own advice there. I would end up buying a bunch of stuff if I had, like, cash to spend on it. Because, I mean, if you have Hollow Knight, I definitely say play Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's super fun. I really, really enjoy that game. The one that looks the coolest. It's really the way to go. Sometimes that's the way to go. Sometimes it's the worst way to go, right? Like, games could have, like, amazing, like, cover art and, like, a really good demo, and that's all that's good in the game. Kind of just side eyes Outriders. I, like, was dead set on playing that game for, like, still at this point, being super into that game now when the demo came out. And, like, I played the demo in April. Or not in April, when I played the demo in March. And then the game came out April 1st. No, that was horrible. It was just terrible. It was fun for like a day, and then we got past the part that was in the demo and went, ooh, this isn't the same. Mark is gonna stay in the party for emotional support until you fill the party and need another spot. At that point, he'll have completely claimed his spot. Should we be worried about the red guy that looks like your character in Hollow Knight? Nah. I won't tell you much about it, but that is a character that, like, your description was enough for me to go, oh yeah, I know who they are. But yeah, nah, they're cool. Honestly, yeah, I say play, Hollow Knight is definitely a game, in my opinion, that just sitting down and playing that for a while, like playing that as your main game until you complete it, or one of your main games until you complete it, because I won't say stop playing Pokemon. But just playing that as like one of your main games when you're like not in the mood for Pokemon, you just play Hollow Knight kind of thing. Like, it should be one of your main games, I say, for now. Because it was definitely a game I sat down and played, and just the way that the game works and the game really rewards good skill. I would definitely say play Hollow Knight and like learn and like just improve your skills at it, I would say, for now. They're fast. They are fast. They are fast. Have you just seen them? So they've just run away from you, is what you're saying has happened for you so far? Gonna grind the Brobat because he'll need to carry on the first gym. Oh yeah. Yeah, Chikorita's not gonna do well in that first one. Hey, what's going on, Jiha? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? How you doing? How you been? And Adam, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Just learned unknown can flee? That's news to me. You see them, and then they're gone. Just disappear like a ghost. Dun, dun, dun. No, they're not a ghost. Really enjoying playing Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Hey, that's awesome. And Double A Pokemon, welcome to the stream. Let's get that shiny. Heck yes, let's get it. Let's get it. Happy New Year for 2022. Yeah, Happy New Year, Adam. Happy New Year. Y'all, we're so close to our like goal of 25 likes. If we hit it, remember, I can actually put the camera back to normal. So you guys don't have to like have me like staring deep into your souls. The face cam though, yeah. Exactly, yeah. Hey, we hit 25 likes. So now the real question. do we undo it? Do we go back? Or do we just... Honestly, I kind of feel like our middle ground's pretty good. Like, that's not bad. Like, as far as, like, a legit cam. Yeah, I almost feel like... Oh, wrong way. I almost feel like that's too far away, right? Like, you see, like, so much. It's like... Something like that's not bad. Have 6 hours in Hollow Knight so far. Nice! Gosh, I remember there was one part I got real stuck on. It ended up with, like, an extra, like, 4 or 5 hours of my game save just running back and forth because of it. Like, not knowing what to do or where to go. Because, like, I knew clearly I should be able to do this one thing, and, like, I was like, there's got to be an item I'm missing. I wasn't. I was just stupid about it. Keep it up till 30 likes. Someone make a new like goal message. I'll pin that. We can go back to it. We're taking a breather for now. You guys can take in a little bit more of the background. You click on the stream and see Ian's nose. How's it going, Mitchie? Welcome to the stream. It's 24 for you. I guess I gotta go back down then. Just that. Just that. Like, what if that's how I streamed? I just never showed my mouth. I mean, like, honestly, like, leaving it somewhere like there, like, that's not bad. Can we reduce the light goal? Is that a thing? No, you can't take the light goal down. We passed the light goal. We already hit 20. We're at 28 likes. If someone else just... It's just like, you know, Frank posted the light goal message before. If someone else wants to post, like, a light goal message, kind of stylized like that or something, go for it. And I'll pin that. Yeah, we pinned it. Yeah. He's not eating when he's hungry. I'm actually doing all right hunger-wise right now. I had a really big breakfast and, like, a medium-sized, like, dinner. I had a breakfast that was basically a lunch. Like, I think I literally cooked it at noon, so... Like, I cooked it on my lunch break. I think it just counts as a lunch at that point. And then I snacked a lot today. I'm ashamed. I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier, but the problem is I still have a bunch of, like, crap sitting in my pantry, or, like, in what is equivalent to my pantry. Because this house doesn't have a pantry. It has just, like, cupboards. Yeah, so all the food that's sitting in my kitchen, like, a lot of it's, like, garbage. Like, for me. Like goal 30. Alright, we can put that there. Replace the pinned. We're only like 1 like away from it, but heck yeah. 28 likes, heck yeah. We're getting there. Was gonna grind with unknown, but they keep running and hidden powers unpredictable. Yeah, that's probably gonna be a bit of a pain. If we hit 1 dislike, Ian can zoom out. No. But you guys will never know if it was a dislike. Haha! Only I will know. Legends Arceus is not the game that the series needs? What do you mean by that? Oh, you have no interest in Legends? It's a reboot without actually confirming. Actually confirming it, the franchise does not need a reboot. I don't think it's a reboot. I think Legends Arceus could do really well as a side series. I think a lot of the community has been screaming, give us an open world game. And I don't think that fits the standard Pokemon formula, which I don't want them to touch. So if they want to make a separate set of games that breaks the formula, does open world, and they find a good way to do it, like I think they did with Legends, and it's still not fully open world, so people aren't fully satisfied, but whatever, who cares? I think if we get Legends games every once in a while, and we get the normal games at like a continued pace, I think that would work well. Personally, I find that to be a good idea. How do you see dislikes on your videos? So creators can still see dislikes on their own videos. It's just not public anymore. Your chain broke. You were at 39. No, Alan, the most unfortunate time for a chain to break. Don't consider it as a main series game. Pokemon does not need or want an open world game. The community does. I am with you. I'm not a big fan of open world, But that's where I'm glad that it isn't a main series game. The fact that it is Pokemon Legends, it's like it's its own thing. Pokemon Legends is its own set of games the same way Pokemon Ranger was its own set of games. That's how I'm interpreting it. That's how I've kind of seen it. This is the worst spot to put me in. I could literally be blocked in where I have to take a one-step encounter. So yeah, I'm happy with Legends existing. But yeah, if it like takes over and like they don't make normal core games anymore, it'd be a little bit different. But I don't think that'll happen. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are the main series games. Even that's a little weird. The fact that this whole Gen 8's whole set of games has been very strange. With Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl not fully replacing Sword and Shield in Pokemon's eyes as the most current games. You know, battles are still like official tournaments and stuff still happen in Sword and Shield for now. Excuse me. So it's like they haven't fully replaced Sword and Shield. Legends Arceus isn't going to replace BDSP, and it's not going to replace Sword and Shield. We're in an interesting place, and I think it's fine. You know, I don't think we should. Also, thank you guys for getting the stream to 30 likes. Already hit our second like goal. Heck yeah. Or really our third, because 15 is usually our default. So thank you for 30 likes on the stream. I really appreciate that. My view on it is, I don't need to like every game as long as they keep putting out the games I like, you know, and like every game that comes out doesn't need to be the newest game that everyone plays. We can have games that some people just aren't interested in. I think that's fine. Do you consider Coliseum, XE Heal, Darkness as main series games? I would say in that case, these are main series games. They're just not core RPG games. It's kind of, Let's Go made a distinction at one point where it's like the games are main series games, but they're not core RPG. They don't share the core RPG mechanics. They're different games at that point. So I think from my understanding of everything, if you replace what you're saying with main series, Adam, and like said, like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl are core RPG games, and like Legends is not a core RPG, I think that is 100% agreed upon by everyone. Main series games, though, means like it's not Pokemon Rumble. It's not Snap. You know, it's like it's a game that plays in the regions of the core series, and it follows the same canon. You know, I think that's kind of it. Yeah, Cinder, what's going on? 134 on BUIZEL. Bad luck with keeping the chain. Yeah, how's it going, Cinder? Yeah, not a lot of chain luck today. Yeah, the chains have not been in my favor. Brobat's only move being Leech Life sucks a ton. Amori tries to rely on a younger team, but they would mess up unless the older people would help, which makes a lot of sense. Read an article today about Sword and Shield was most likely a bit lower quality in the others. Game Freak did an interview recently. I guess, I don't know, maybe this isn't fully confirmed and this might just be my feelings on it, I guess, so maybe I'm wrong. I've continued to be under the impression everything else the same. If you had the same team on the games you had on like Diamond Pearl, Ruby Sapphire, Black and White, like games that generally are well coveted as good Pokemon games, on Sword and Shield, with the way that Game Freak and Pokemon Company managed that game, we would be in the same situation. On the whole, I think upper levels of the Pokemon development, like teams, in terms of like management and ownership, did not think the Switch would work, and they didn't start the game until way too late to release it when they did. Thoroughly enjoyed Sword and Shield and thought they were fantastic. Yeah, I just wasn't a big fan of them personally. Just from a lot of perspectives. Also, guys, do we try again with 17 or do we keep going? Do we try for the 17 chain or do we keep going? Kind of wish Switch was the main console, but it does need improvements. I mean, Switch is the main console. It is now. No word from Masuda in the article, which surprised you because he's in like everything. I mean, he's been off with Ilka for the past little while. I think for a while he's kind of wanted to tone back his involvement. Try it. Try which one? try going on or just try the 17 chain. I guess maybe I said try 17 chain. So yeah, let's just go ahead and run another step. Oh, meant forever. The 17. All right, let's do that. I mean, the Switch will be the main console for a while. It's still got a few years in it for sure. With the release of the OLED Switch, I would say it's got a few more years in it. Not quite sure exactly how long that'll end up, or how that'll end up playing out in the long run, but it's definitely the main console for a while. It's here to stay. Yo, can BUIZEL turn shiny? Yes, no, maybe, so maybe, possibly. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. What's my opinion on Yusum? They're the better versions of Sun and Moon, but it felt weird to get what would originally be a Platinum or Emerald game, but get two of them. The games themselves are not bad, it's just usually they would release as a single game, and it kind of felt cash grabby to make them two games, because you're going to have people like me who want to stream them, want to catch all the Pokemon myself, who end up buying both because they're version exclusives and all that stuff, whereas like a Platinum or Emerald handled everything all on its own and didn't need a secondary copy of the game. Like, I think if we got like a game called like Eclipse or something, and like, or Stars, or any of the other fan names for a third Gen 7 game, I think it would have been loved. I know Yusum is general, and that's the thing, right? Like, Yusum is generally regarded as the definitive versions of Sun and Moon, because it is. Like, if people ask me, you know, now, like, which one should I get? I don't have any of them. My response is Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. Get Yusum. If you already have Sun and Moon, maybe it's just not worth it to you. You know, like, it's got more content. It doesn't necessarily have buy the game again content, unless you're, you know, streaming it or doing something with it. But that's the thing, I like them. I do like them. I don't have nearly as many hours in them, just because most of my excitement with Gen 7 happened when I was playing Sun. When I started streaming, despite not losing interest in Pokemon, I definitely kind of took a step back in terms of all of my off-stream hunting. Seen a lot of opinions where some are the worst Pokemon games. You're gonna have that, and it's gonna change. There was a while where Black and White were the worst Pokemon games in a lot of people's minds. There was a while where X and Y were the worst games in a lot of people's minds. The opinion on the games follows an almost 100% predictable path of the game comes out, middling reviews. A lot of people are like, this game's great. A lot of people are like, this game's horrible. They should have just stuck with the last one, or insert game from 3 generations ago. That's the big part of it. Then like another gen comes out and they're like, oh, the last one wasn't so bad, or, you know, like the games go on for a little bit, and then most of the people who are positive about the games are just kind of happy in their corner, and most of the people talking online are the people who are still upset about the games. Go on for a while, the new games come out, and then something's wrong with them, the last ones were better, and the cycle repeats. You know, they should have followed game from 3 generations ago, which is now 1 generation further than the games we were saying last time. You know, like it's been a very predictable pattern. I would not be shocked for a lot of people complaining about Gen 9 when it happens to point to X and Y as the point they should have focused on with the games, or at the very least ORAS. I think a lot of people would go Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire are pinnacle peak Pokemon games. They should have copied those when we get Gen 9. Is what I think we will see. ORAS was massively successful because at the same time people were saying they should have copied Ruby Sapphire, they made a remake for it. Oh no, use some Twitter switch. There we go. Proven. Proven. The games last generation were better. It's a wave. It's a weird wave. You're at work right now. Also, the topic of Sword and Shield. I liked it, but had a lot of fun. But objectively speaking, I can tell they were rushed. Yeah, Yeah, it's like the game was either planned for 3DS, it wasn't planned at all. They really just didn't want to admit that like something somewhat out of their control broke, and they couldn't fix it in time. Like the importer broke, right? Like, and they didn't want to say, hey, the importer broke, so we couldn't add all the Pokemon in. Like, for technical reasons, we can't have all the Pokemon in this game. We apologize. Like, they say that, and I think people will go, oh, that sucks. And either a lot of people, you know, come to Game Freak's side and go, delay the game. Take the time, put the Pokemon in, delay the game, and we can get back at it, instead of, like, it becoming this whole bring back the National Dex thing and people being upset with Game Freak and Pokemon Company thinking that they just made a poor decision. You know, like, they made a poor decision in terms of, like, not just being honest about it, I think, but I don't think, it's not a poor decision just to have, like, a tool break, right? Like, that's a situation you end up in. Pokemon music is always a core staple. Oh, absolutely. Good thing about Sword and Shield music, region, Pokemon designs, and character designs. Character designs are alright. Like the next Pokemon game, the last one was alright. I think Pokemon just needs to ditch yearly releases, and that's not a revolutionary take, it's a common opinion. See, yeah, I agree with that, Cinder. I definitely agree with that. And that's where I think going to something, like having something like Legends, because that's kind of where this whole topic initially came up. I think Legends could be a good thing if there was a team dedicated to Legends that was completely not at all linked to the team making the main games. Completely remove any potential like resource overlap in terms of developers, in terms of tools, in terms of computers, or in terms of like any kind of server time, anything. Like completely separate it so there's no overlap, and just have two full separate things going on at once, effectively like how Call of Duty does it, where it's like you have like Infinity Ward making a game and then you have Treyarch making a game, or whatever the developers are now. I think it's still those two, but something like that where you can release a main game like every 3 years, a Legends game every 3 years, and some other Let's Go game or something every 3 years as well, right? Like, or really even every 2 years. If you do every 2 years, right? Like every 2 years for a main game, and like a Legends game every so many years and stuff too. Like, you can keep people's interest without releasing like a new core RPG. They really need to ditch yearly mindset. But I will say on the front of they should ditch yearly, because it feels like they started rushing recently. When you look it up, there's only been a few years that like a new Pokemon game hasn't come out. Like in terms of like releasing when you count like Platinum releases or Crystal releases, like, you know, Platinum release or like Emerald or USUM or Black and White 2, like it's generally been fairly close to yearly. So like that's not something they aren't accustomed to. But yeah, games get bigger, the tools get better to make them, games get bigger and harder to make and stuff too, so it's like, yeah, if they took some more time, like I think they genuinely have a little bit more time to do stuff now, unless they burned it all on Legends. You know, doing a DLC for Sword and Shield and then releasing BDSP made by a different development team entirely, yeah, that should give you some breathing room to make a much better game going forward. Gonna be super upset if there's a late 22 game release, in your opinion. I don't think there will be, but like you never know when it comes to the money. It's true. Yeah, getting like 3 Pokemon games released in the span of a year. Am I still doing it on 17? Yeah, Twist. We decided to do it on 17. I had bad luck with chains today. I figured maybe I'll have a bit better luck with the 17 stuff today. I had more repels. If there's a fall 2022 game, it should be Let's Go. It should be a Let's Go game at best, at biggest. Because also I saw Adam, you asked like, do you think we'll get a Let's Go Johto? I hope so. I really hope so, because I really want one. Quality over quantity? Absolutely. I think as a Pokemon streamer, as someone who tends to be most interested in streaming Pokemon content, I want there to continue to be games for the community to be talking about and be excited about and want to watch, because look at how big of a drop-off there was in terms of like interest in Pokemon after USUM came out. Because like, oh, it's Sun and Moon again, cool. Like that was it. I was like, okay, especially like as a shiny hunter, it's like there was nothing new for people to be interested in. So if they can keep new stuff happening for people to be interested in Pokemon because of, I'm happy. They were gonna go to 40. I tried Twist. I tried today, but I had multiple chains break in like the 20s, and this was like, let's try this for now. I'm only gonna do it for a little bit before I go back to doing the other stuff. I just wanted to kind of see, maybe I'll get lucky. Is basically what I'm kind of going for. You're up for another return to Johto, and so many Pokemon from Johto get forgotten and overlooked. Like, honestly, the Let's Go games, if they can keep the quality from Let's Go Pikachu Eevee and make a Let's Go Johto, like, in that quality, I'd be happy. I'd be happy with that. Like, those games, as much as I think a lot of people groaned when they first came out, because we all wanted, like, core main Pokemon games, like, what sort, like, you know, we wanted sequels, we wanted new games, we wanted Gen 8. We saw Gen 8, we've seen Gen 8, we know it was a bad idea, and it was a good idea, and, like, Let's Go was a better implementation of almost everything. So, yeah, let's make another one of those, that'd be fun. We hit our light goal, yeah, we hit the light goal hype, guys. Do we do another light goal? Thank you to everyone who's left a like on the stream. I really appreciate it. Let's Go Johto has so much potential. It really does. I mean, continuing to make more Let's Go games, I'm totally down for. I'm totally down for that. If they wanted to make a Let's Go Johto, Let's Go Hoenn, Let's Go Sinnoh, even a Let's Go Sinnoh in a few years once BDSP's like not the main focus and once Legends Arceus isn't the main focus, like come back to Sinnoh too, that's fine, yeah. Go through all the games, I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. 3 to Johto would be a dream. 50 likes? We got 40 minutes, guys, let's do it. Someone make a like goal message, I'll put that. Back from your Far Cry 6 addiction, loving the game almost as much. Almost got at the first boss. Nice. Oh yeah, Sudden. We haven't talked about racing games in a while. I don't know if you've been here to see this, but I have a wheel stand now, so I can play Assetto sitting in a chair with the wheel in VR. It's dope. I do hope contests return in another region other than Hoenn and Sinnoh. Possibly. For only $49.99, I can get you 1,000 likes. What can you do for free? Have you given 1 like? That's what we need. Weep. Yeah, if we get like a message just like, especially like if a member in chat can just like put like a message that uses like the just like light goal :50 or like 50 likes or something, like light goal :50 surrounded by like the shiny hype emote or something. I can put that up there. Already given 1 like, and I appreciate that. Fire Red and Leaf Green should have had contests, that would have been amazing. I wonder where they would have put the contest alls. Like goal 50. Got you, bro. Heck yeah. Emote version. Heck yeah, let's do the emote version. Wait, that says like go. I just realized that says like go. So here I would do this myself, except for the problem is this. I have like an extension installed for Twitch that wants to overwrite YouTube as well. Hold on. Wait, I can do this. I can do this. Cinder, that doesn't have a light goal. I did it. I did it. Wait, that didn't work. What the heck? Ah, Twist got one. Twist got one. We got this. We got this, guys. Like, go. Let's go. Let go. Cinder stop responding. It's late. I understand. Works. I understand. You're in work. Stuff's going on. BDSP Racing Forza Horizon 5, and you got a 8.6 Tyranno. Nice. Waiting for the DLC. Drop and you'll pick it back up. Nice. I need to play more of it because I played a decent chunk, not a whole lot of it before BDSP came out. Then BDSP came out. Like, go! Discovered to ruin the game. Nice. Longest standing membership privilege. But Twist put emotes in front of the message too. Is that the last one? That was the last one in that playlist. One of the buttons I need to click ends up behind my water bottle. When was the Rowlet in the box added? I want to say like 3 or 4 months ago, maybe. There. I don't know. This is true. She did add Rowlets to hers, Twist. She got Rowlets in it. I'm not gonna keep changing it though. Where's Glide? Seems sus. You haven't heard it in the stream today. I just switched over to the playlist that has that. It might come up. It's on shuffle. I need to keep up with the stream. I forget when they. I think there was. I think there might have been one emote we added recently because we took advantage of the fact that we got a bunch of members. Yeah, we got a bunch of members. On Saturday we'll have words. I would imagine we'll have some words. That's how talking works. Our Gold, Soul, Silver definitely should have had contests. That would have been interesting, yeah. You're mad that Barry does not dance before battling you? What? Orange Rowlet privilege. Forgot to do a membership when you had Christmas money. Hey, that's all good, man. That's all good. Went through purple offshore. That wasn't even her fault. That was me. The emote spam. The emote spam hurts your eyes. I mean, most of the chat's made up of various colored Rowlets. Oring. Very oring. Alright guys, like 5 more minutes of this and then I'm gonna switch back over to chaining. I know it's gonna be a big risk getting back into a chain at this point. But we're gonna try it. Should be purple. Should you be? Why are you repeating? That's not what I... Let's just switch to another song. Alright, now it's working. I don't know why. Monster Cat's like web player is really bad, honestly. Been here for a year. Been for a year and that's purple, right? Yes! Yeah, it should be. I don't know when it's gonna flip over then. Because yeah, you're still says 6 months on it. I'd have to like actually check in like my like studio page to see any details on that. Yeah, screw it, let's check. Let's check once I reset the radar one more time. And save money, just become a YouTube member free. And I appreciate that. You don't have to do it if it's like too much or anything. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate the thought. Yeah, let's look on studio here. What does it say for you? 11 months. It says 11 months for you, Vanillix. I don't have it down to the days though, so I can't show for sure, but yeah, who's the longest? Yeah, Cinder has 41 months, Juan has 34, Mel has 33. Those are the top 3 longest memberships. It might be at the end of the, it might be like at the end of the, what was that? Okay. Yeah, I think it might be like at the end of the month that updates or something. I'm not sure. That's what 12 for you the other day. I don't know. I don't know, man. Those of us who began playing the games with red, blue, yellow can confirm mythicals were called legendaries before Gen 5. Yeah, I think at that point we just had too many of them and had to make a distinction. Probably next payment, it'll be Purple Sun of January. We'll see, man. We'll see. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm clicking around on Studio now. It's not what I should be doing during stream. Won't be too much to give exactly enough to become a member. Hey, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it. Now I finally actually have everything back up how I want it. We're gonna do another minute or two of this because I said 5 minutes. It's been like 4, so we're gonna do another like minute or two. Okay, I just played this and then I got stuck on this. So let's see if it'll let us. Okay, this song like is breaking Monster Cat's player right now, so we're gonna switch to. It's time. It's time. 2 mythicals with legendary Pokemon. There's no actual difference. It's just the fans coined the name mythicals. You have no idea why 2 Pokemon like Mew, Celebi, and Jirachi are legendary Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, I know like the general distinction tends to be like, can you collect it in game at any time, or is it something that like you have to get from an event? Which I think is a fair distinction, I would say. What happens if you don't have any money in the account linked to the membership? I would assume that the membership, like YouTube tries to collect the money and the membership cancels when that payment fails. That's my assumption. Omega Chad song. It's time for the Crab Rave, guys. We'll go to the end of Crab Rave before we pick the chain back up. Only 3 because apparently YouTube is allergic to your full crab messages. It's so dumb that like I can't override whatever it's using as that like blocker, whatever it's decided as the blocker. Because it's like, yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's fun to have something like this in chat, right? Where like the chat just spams and goes wild for a minute, right? Especially when it's like, especially in a situation like this, where it's like it's like the streamer's encouraging it. Generally, chat's like involved. Like most of the people who are active in chat get involved in this, right? So it's not like we're missing anything, right? The worst that could happen is like, didn't block you, let's go. Vanillix, it never tells you were blocked. I don't see any crabs from you. This is the problem. No, that's genuinely the problem. Is that like It's not even like it doesn't, it's not even like it like tells me, hey, it's held for review, or hey, I blocked something. It just blocks it. Yeah, see, it's like I have no control. Also, MT, you said for me to dance. I'm dancing wildly, but keeping my head perfectly still. You just can't tell. That one showed up, Vanillix. Yeah, so generally, as much as it's fun, I would recommend just sending, like, a row of them or something. But also, woo! Crab Rave, woo! Alright, where are we putting the... Let's put the camera there. Maybe a little bit more. There. Yeah, that's good. Trippy. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Alright, so one last run back and forth to reset as part of Crab Rave. And then we're going to go back after this reset. If there's no Windows security, thank you for saying there are no threats since my last summary. Yeah, I haven't done anything. Yeah, alright, so. Alright, back to chaining. Any of you go through? Yeah, a lot of yours went through Twist. A lot of yours went through. A lot did go through this time. It's better than sometimes where it's like, people are like, hype for Crab Rave, and I see like 2 messages pop up, it's like, boop, boop. And that's it. That's it. That's all that shows up for me. It's really annoying. It's really annoying, because it's like, I continue to like think that YouTube obviously wants to compete with Twitch with YouTube gaming. That's, or not with YouTube gaming, but with this like YouTube live streaming in general, right? Like their goal is to take on Twitch. Then understand live streaming culture in terms of, there are streamers I watch on Twitch that I don't type words. I don't think I've ever sent English in the chat. It's just emotes. It's just Twitch emotes. Twitch is exactly right. Like that's the thing, is like, if you really want to take that on, and especially if you're starting to like buy out like exclusivity contracts with Twitch creators, with like big Twitch creators like Ludwig, you have to understand the site you're trying to pull people from. Hey, survive the night. What's going on? Am I winning? We'll see. We'll see if this chain's still going after this. It's been a while since you've been here. Happy to have you here. Stay up, stay up. Hey. When you were little, you thought your dog would get a saddle? Like they would just like develop a saddle over time, or like that you would like, it's like a thing to go out and buy a saddle for a dog. Twitch gives you more freedom and flexibility with your chat. It doesn't just auto block something unless it's like actually bad. And I mean, I feel like they have better auto mod tools too. Like YouTube has some tools in place for me to like go in and block certain messages or like certain words, right? But Unicode has like 4 different character types for every single word, or for every single like character in the Latin alphabet, right? Like, or if it's not that, you find some character, like there's so much you have to do to try to, like, there's so much you can do to get around like a basic text filter, you know? And that's all I have. I can block users, I can block certain words. That's all I have. That's all I can do. I think aside from that, I might be able to somewhat whitelist certain users, but that's mostly through making them a moderator. So it's weird. It's very weird. Because then, you know, they come in and they have, apparently it seems like they have their own thoughts on what a block list is, because it's one thing to like, for them to have site-wide blocks on certain words. I am very happy to have YouTube be the ones blocking certain slurs and such. I don't want to have to deal with like trying to filter those myself. If YouTube just blanket blocks those, 2 thumbs up. Emote spam? It's a live stream. There's gonna be emote spam. There should be a setting. There should be a setting in like my like chat settings, right? To be like, block emotes, or like block excessive emotes, or don't block excessive emotes. block certain emotes, right? Like, there are ways to do this. Can you cancel like auto renewal on things? You can. Yeah, you should be able to cancel auto renewal, or just not even turn it on sometimes. On YouTube, I mean, you might be able to. The other thing is to like set it up. It's gonna be like, it'll renew. And then it's like the day before it's supposed to renew, have a reminder in your phone or something that tells you to turn it off. YouTube has a blacklist for words it'll hold for review, but that's really it. They apparently do more than that, but nah, it's like, because there's basically 3 levels of messages, of like approval of messages on YouTube, it seems. Or 4 even in weird cases. The first one is the message goes through. It immediately goes from someone's keyboard, they hit enter, it shows up in chat. No mods approve it. I don't have to approve it, mods don't have to approve it. There's nothing there. Then there is the held for review, where basically a message comes in, I see it as well as anyone I have as a moderator sees it. And then I can either hit hide this message and it goes away, or hit show and be like, that's fine. Those messages tend to me, in my experience, those messages have been messages that are somewhat similar to things I have removed in the past. Like, because messages can show up, I can be like, I don't like that, you know, this, like, that word's generally fine on the internet, but, like, it's generally accepted, but, you know, I tend to be a bit more strict on profanity, just because I play Pokemon on stream, and there could be kids watching. It's not for kids, but it's, like, it's family friendly. You know, I try to keep chat that way, too, and it tends to keep the toxicity down. Not that we have a lot of it, but you know, anyone who goes, oops, sorry, and then doesn't do it again is fine. Anyone who gets upset that I tell them, hey, don't swear, tends to not really need to be here. That kind of thing, right? So, like, it does a decent job with that. It does a decent job with that in terms of, like, holding words that are allowed on the platform, but don't necessarily meet my own stream rules. It does a good job about that. It tends to do a good job about that. It's about 50-50 if I approve or deny, like, a message to that, so I'm cool with that. A lot of the crab emotes go into that bucket as well. Then there's the level that happened one time, and I seem to see, like, a bunch of people. I've seen people for, like, the past year randomly pop up in, like, forum posts asking about this when I had to look it up. There was that day where no one could say the word Discord in chat. Was anyone else here for that day where, like, a message would show up saying the word Discord anywhere in the message, just talking about, oh, I posted something on the Discord, or, you know, someone posting you should join Discord to show that. And it would show up, we would all see it for about 5 seconds, and then the message was removed by Google moderator team. No clue what causes that. It just happened. No clue. It was one stream, one day, never happened again, and it was with one word, and it was Discord. Don't know why. And then there's the bucket that it seems a lot of the crab emotes fall into as well, of you post it, you see it, I don't see it. No one else, it's not, like, it's hidden from everyone else, which tends to happen when YouTube's not sure about a message. That's whatever, as long as me or a mod can approve it. But I don't see it, mods don't see it, no one sees it, the message does not exist anywhere except for your screen. It's really weird. It's really weird, and that one's really frustrating. I can see that possibly being part of their attempt to, like, protect creators in a way of, like, if, you know, you have some streamer who is, like, just facing tons of harassment for who they are and stuff like that. It's just like YouTube just blanket removes those comments, you know, like homophobic stuff, racist stuff, all that kind of stuff, you know, like they just blanket remove that. It's like, that's fair, but it's so strange. If you said a swear, would it hold it for review? I don't know. I don't know if it would hold it for review or if it would hide it. I imagine it would be in one of those categories as opposed to posting. It does happen every once in a while in, like, a message, and I remove that. And then it just says message deleted, right? Do you want me to be toxic? No, Twist, actually. Funnily enough. Your dog would grow the age for one and your parents would buy it. Ah, that'd be interesting. Gotta go get milk, find the shiny so you don't have to bring the milk back? Why would you not have to bring the milk back if I got the shiny? So you type a long paragraph like this, YouTube doesn't... You're carrying the world, or you're typing this long, YouTube, look at you... Where's the carried one with, oh no, you're doing accessible, no. But that's the thing where it's like, I think it's seeing the emotes as spam, and it wants to hide them. Maybe it thinks that, like, you guys are maliciously trying to, like, block out people I'm actually having a conversation with. I don't know, something stupid. It should recognize you guys are regulars, I think. With all of Google machine learning and stuff, they should recognize when they're irregulars, at the very least. Someone like Vanillix or Cinder, who has been here since 2017 and 18 respectively, and have been members for a collective, for what, a collective 5 years almost. Like, they can recognize that that's like, they can recognize that that's like a thing, and that you guys aren't being malicious, that you guys care about the community here. They should have ways to deal with this that are better. I think it really should be a lot more settings and options for the creators. Let us show the dislikes on our channel if we want. Like, I know that people have made the argument that, well, you used to be able to do that. Like, you used to be able to hide, like, comment. Like, you used to, like, be able to turn off likes and dislikes on a video. That's different from that's very different from just, like, turning a number on or off on your videos, because I think a lot less people would notice the dislike button being turned off, or, like, the dislike count being turned off. I don't know, that's so stupid. In general, I think the dislike count shouldn't have been touched. I think that was a very dumb and not actually effective solution to a problem they were talking about. But in general, creators should have more options. Creators should have a lot more options. I know one YouTuber I watch, one tech YouTuber I watch, J2Cents did a video recently basically trying to call out YouTube and idiots in his comments, and idiots in his community in general, saying like, hey, idiots in the community, I'm not posting a WhatsApp link for a giveaway in my chat. That's just not happening. A. And then B, YouTube, give me more options. Let me tell you what I don't want to see here. You know, let us use one of the biggest tools for blocking stuff in a text chat is regex, regular expressions. Wildcard regex is like beautiful when it comes to blocking a ton of different stuff. Yo, we getting raided. Welcome into the rant, raiders. Welcome to the stream, guys. Chicken Rogue, Nimblocks Gaming, Blazing Force, Chibi Becky. What's going on? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hunting for BUIZEL 2. Best of luck. Raid hype, guys. Yeah, raiders, welcome to the stream. How you guys doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. And the Blocks, how's it going? It's going well. It's going well. We're ranting about YouTube blocking messages in stream chats when they're not bad. The Blazing Forge, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing today? How was your stream? What were you doing? But yeah, so here we one of the songs that plays in the background, for context for everyone, one of the songs we play in the background on stream is Crab Rave, and when that happens, like, hey, spam the chat full of crab emotes. And the chat looks dead because YouTube removes like 90% of those messages without ever telling us. Number emotes have a small character limit. That's actually almost my bad, Vanillix. Member emotes show up in yeah, that's the most you can post with a Pog emote. That's because it says mindless in it. So member emotes are handled as text. They are handled as they each count as the number of characters it takes to type them out, like : mindless pog : that many characters is taken up every time you use the Pog emote. It's weird. YouTube and problems should be a compound word if that makes sense. I feel ya. Stream was actually like the best one in a while, and I wanted to pass on the hype to another shiny answer. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, and glad to hear your stream went well. Crab hype, yeah. No, it's like it's somewhat fun. It's fun seeing chat just like flying with like crab emotes and various like little jokes like mixed in and stuff. But then like sometimes YouTube just like decides like on one stream, like this seems like malicious spam and just blocks it all, and it's really dumb. Like I should be able to tell YouTube like this emote is not spam ever. Shiny hunger, gotta eat those shinies. Just spend all day hunting for like shiny alchemy. It makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah, so the member emotes are handled in the same way that like TTV emotes are handled on like Twitch and stuff. Like better TTV emotes and everything, where it's like, or really any Twitch emote. All Twitch emotes are handled that way. Because like emojis are actual like characters in a keyboard, effectively, right? Like, you know, emoji keyboards on like on phones and whatnot, and like emojis are characters and they're recognized the same way as like, yeah, we'll go for the hidden ability, why not? These fix, yeah. YouTube making big moves with bringing Twitch peeps into their platform with contracts that they won't change their stream features, right? Right? I think it was what Ludwig spent the first like whole day, or like whole week, his whole first week streaming, figuring out how to get banned on YouTube. Basically, he kept because like Twitch is a lot lighter on content ID stuff. A lot of times with content ID on Twitch, it's basically like the VOD gets removed but the stream stays up. Or on YouTube, they will bring a stream down if they detect content like content ID problems. I think Ludwig, yeah, like immediately one stream said, "Hey guys, we're gonna get banned today. This stream is going to just get like canceled by YouTube. We're gonna find out when that happens." Like, he's basically like watching like the warnings pop up on like his like stream like page in YouTube, and it's just like, let's see. All right, I got a warning saying that like content ID has recognized something. Let's see how long that lasts. It was like 5 minutes and the stream was gone. Been shiny hunting Snowburst since I think Tuesday, and after 23 chain breaks, finally your first shiny day. Congrats on getting the shiny. It's always brutal when the chain breaks, man. It's always brutal. I feel it. Last time you streamed, your friends literally had to text you that there were messages that weren't going through because you had like 5 friends watching and it just made you mad. Yeah, like it's like, I don't know how you remedy that without YouTube doing stuff. Twitch only mutes the DMCA part. YouTube takes the entire stream down for some reason. YouTube takes the stream down live because that's how they handle stuff. Don't stretch on the chair. Just hop out. Ow! Cat hopping up into my lap, and she still had a claw out and went into my thigh. But yeah, for everyone who's new, since she's here, this is my cat, Adele. She likes joining me on streams and sitting in my lap all the time. She doesn't like when I hold her like that. But yeah, that is Adele. Yeah, she is my cat. She likes being in my lap at any point, and she likes hitting the microphone and stuff. You'd love to stay, but you gotta go. Good luck on the rest of your stream, and good luck on the shiny BUIZEL. Awesome. Thank you, Ninblocks. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope you can stop by to a stream in the future, man. I'd appreciate that. Love to talk with you more. One time you made a joke and got a warning. The streamer didn't care about the joke. There are some things where it's like, I don't think it really matters that the streamer and like the person typing it care. There are like certain things where it's like, yeah, if someone comes in from outside the streams and sees it, it would be like bad. So I get that. Like there are certain things I think, yeah, like content wide are against the rules, and that's fine. But emotes aren't. Especially just spamming the crab emote over and over again. Like I should have a bit more control in what I allow on my streams then. And like maybe there's some extent to which like custom auto mod settings by like streamers are kind of like, especially custom whitelist settings where it's like allow this for sure, are kind of reviewed. But yeah, I don't know. It's a strange situation. A perfect solution that will prevent the chain breaking: full odds hunts. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. 'Cause, 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 'cause Ham Sandwich Day of Independence. That's strange. That would get blocked. Streaming here got taken out for playing Call of Duty World War II campaign. Games that use like modern music and then don't work. Yeah. I mean, what, like Cyberpunk supposedly had like a mode where it would block anything that would potentially be DMCA, like for streamers. But yeah, I mean, it's just like YouTube. For a while there, YouTube was like the place to stream copyrighted content, right? Like, does anyone else remember like around the time I started streaming, like 2017, there was a anytime you logged onto YouTube and were like in a live tab, like you would see like, hey, do you want to watch 24/7 Family Guy funny stream or whatever? And it was just them playing all of the season of Family Guy on loop for like weeks at a time. And like, or Rick and Morty was another big one they would do. And it was always just like, it was constant. It's like any channel growth you got wasn't hurt. It's just, and then the VOD went down, right? And it was like, it was one copyright thing. Like, yeah, that was copyrighted content. And it was just it wasn't a strike or anything at that point, right? Like, it's just like a copyright ding. It's like, oh well. Once your stream gets really big, a lot of stuff gets ignored, especially like bad things get overlooked, but the streamer doesn't catch it most of the time. But still, that's why big streamers have moderators. That's what we've talked before, and people ask, why don't you have a mod? And it's like, I have mods, but I don't have to tell them to show up, because I generally don't need them. I could literally, like, alt-tab into Discord, type to, like, 4 of my mods right now, and they would be here. But I don't need them. If we have a day where the stream blows up to 100-plus viewers, and, like, chat rates, like, you know, it's 4 right now. If it was, like, 40, yeah, I'd have mods here. As for bigger streamers have mods, and they have more auto mod stuff in place, and people's messages being blocked doesn't show up as much, and like people will pass it off more easily as they just didn't see it when chat's flying, right? Like when chat's flying and the streamer's just picking a message out here and there. Yeah, that's how it goes. 24/7 Nintendo Music too, that was fun. So I switched to streaming on Twitch most of the time, and that's fair. Like I think at the end of the day, Twitch is probably still the more streamer friendly platform. YouTube wants to be there. They're not really getting there. Not with their current policies. I know like it's in the works for them to add a lot of the tools and like a lot of the features that like Twitch has, but I think like there's gonna be some other stuff that's gotta happen first, right? Like it's just the biggest problem with Twitch at the moment is being a small streamer on Twitch. One of my buddies yesterday was like, I've got a little bit of money left over, like after like paying bills and saving money and stuff. It's like I got a little bit extra money this month because however his paychecks worked out this month. So it's like, I'm gonna go just like find a small streamer and like on Twitch just gift a ton of subs to them, immediately be #1 on their like, you know, top sub gifters of the month thing, and then just like walk away, right? Like for the fun of it, you know? Like be generous, give out some stuff. For one, gift subs. Do gift memberships, YouTube, and that would be brilliant. I think everyone would like that. Show it as a contest too, right? Like do it how Twitch does. Twitch constantly gamifies chat interaction. Getting channel points, you know, gift subs showing up as a leaderboard, all that kind of stuff. They've made chat a game. They've made giving the streamer money a game, and as a streamer, I like that concept. But you know, so but on the topic of that, he's like, I'm gonna do that. He said it took him forever to find a small streamer because it's so hard on Twitch to do that. It's so hard on Twitch to just find one. Where YouTube does give small creators a little bit of a leg up in terms of just recommendation page or recommendation feeds, where it's like the algorithm can throw a streamer like me who's relatively small, and I'm not even small in the sense of what's really hurts on Twitch, but like I am both like I'm bigger on YouTube than I could have gotten on Twitch at my size when I started on YouTube and when I would have started on Twitch, and I am simultaneously still like smaller than what really takes off on Twitch, right? So like, because Twitch just, it says, you know, screw the algorithm. Here's the most popular stream in the game you clicked on. Here's the second most popular stream in the game you clicked on. Here's the third most popular stream, and you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom to find anything that's like small. So most people don't. So you don't find a lot of people on Twitch. And you don't get found on Twitch. That's the one benefit YouTube has, in that you can have like 2 viewers and YouTube will go, hey, you watched A-Drive's video on Shiny Hunting. Here's a dude doing that. You click on it, you know? Gift subs need to be on YouTube. Like, yeah, I know several streamers who, like, people ask, like, oh, would you go to YouTube? And it's like, if they offered the right number, and it's like, that number's ridiculously high because they, you know, have a ton of gift subs. Like, this is the culture of their chat, you know? So it's like, you end up in a situation where it's like, you have some streamers who definitely make so much money from gift subs that they would not move to YouTube right now. Twitch has more chat interaction features like points and chatbots having cool, fun things to do. I mean, chatbots you can kind of have on YouTube because they're just chatbots. It's really up to the, like, developers of those bots to put them on YouTube. Most of them are going to put them on Twitch because that's still the larger audience for that. Also, I feel like I haven't looked at Twitch's API, but I would not be shocked to learn that it's easier to create a legit chatbot on Twitch as opposed to YouTube, where it feels very weird and sketchy sometimes. I get about 20 followers in a day, and then just everything dropped on Twitch, and average now 1.5 viewers every stream. It's just the stream that's for fun. For you, clips will be recorded for the VOD. Yeah, I mean, honestly, and that's the way to do streaming, right? Like, I don't think anyone should go into it trying to get big. Obviously, I think to an extent, most people who try to live stream now know you can get big. Know that you can have thousands of people watching your stream at one time and, like, make a living off of it. People know that that can happen. No one is successful going in expecting that to happen. You know, like, that's a big part of it, I think, is, like, you have to stream for fun. You have to be fine with, like, 2 people being there who like the same thing you like, and you're streaming a thing you like, and you have to be doing a stream you would also want to watch, is really what it is. And, like, yeah, I mean, you have that, and that can be a whole lot of fun, you know? Because, like, the whole point of, like, streaming is do something you want to do and interact with people while you do it. Yeah. So, yeah, like, you can have a ton of fun with it, even when it's small. In general, Twitch makes chat fun. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There is no doubt in my mind that, like, Twitch chat is the more interactive and more enjoyable chat. Just because of all the features that they've added over time. Streamlabs has kind of shot themselves in the foot in terms of, like, public perception-wise, but they were trying to add that kind of stuff to YouTube through their own APIs and their own stuff. But yeah, YouTube just needs to integrate it, right? Like, they still kind of... It still feels like they kind of view live streams on the platform as... It feels like it. I know it's probably not actually the case, but it feels like they view live streams on the platform as videos that are being recorded right now. That's the vibe and just the feel I get from it, as opposed to, like, where it's like the UI is not that different. The most difference that you really have in the UI as a viewer is that there's a chat before the recommended videos start, right? And, like, there's no comments below the video yet. Basically, the comment section moved and updates live. That's all they did. That's all they did. It's like, no, you gotta, like, they gotta rework that. They gotta give you more interactions below that. Like, really, someone from YouTube just needs to go watch a Twitch stream. Just go sit down in, like, a critical stream and watch it. Or just any stream. Just watch it for, like, 5 minutes and understand how the chat functions and what, like, goes on in chat, and just see all the places you can monetize that kind of interaction. So yeah, they just need to do that. Had a lot of fun with streaming now compared to when he did it in 2019, because we've recently reconnected with some friends IRL and they've come to the stream. So yeah, 2-3 people is all you need. Absolutely. Chibi Becky, probably once you move into your own place, you might consider trying streaming again. Hey, go for it. Heck yeah. I've really enjoyed streaming the past, like, 4 years on and off. It's been a lot of fun. Most people you watch, including Critical, say you basically have to get lucky. Oh, 100%. 100%. When I started, and my channel was just, like, meteorically rising, like, like 200 plus subs a week kind of thing. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like people asking like, how do you do this? I'm like, I don't know. I just sat down and started it, and YouTube picked me up. Basically, YouTube decided I was the one they wanted to like shove in people's faces for a while. Then that stopped, you know, and it plateaued, and that was that, right? Like, how it is. The more you work at it, the more chances you put out there to get the lucky roll of the dice, right? The more streams you do, and the more often you stream, the more often you're in a situation where you might be that stream that gets picked up and thrown in a bunch of people's faces, you know? Like, that's really the only advice there is do it, do something you want, and do it as much as you feel comfortable doing it, right? Like, don't burn yourself out, but like, the more you do it, the more likely it is to be successful. Is really kind of the thing, you know? Did YouTube nope your message again? Which one? What is this? Do it to interact with the community and make people happy. That's your main motive. And when you end stream, your ending messages stay awesome and share love with someone around you. Hey, that's awesome. That one didn't get noped. If something else got noped, then it happened. I'm rambling, which means I'm missing chat, because chat's also actually kind of moving healthily at the moment. So yeah, if I missed your message, I've missed the message largely, possibly. So yeah, not ignoring anything, just trying to keep up, and sometimes I'm gonna end up missing a thing or two, especially if it's like if it's between Nightbot messages, I'm absolutely gonna miss it. I apologize. YouTube loves recommending you that Manaphy video you did. Why though? That one was so bad. It's the Ralt stream that I keep seeing. The Ralt stream is always in my like top 5 most viewed things of the month. Because streams happen and they spike for a day and go down, and they spike for a day and go down, right? Like, every stream kind of has its day that it's live and it goes down, and like, I think people like Alan watch all the VOD. So hey Alan, if you're watching the VOD, you know, it's like people watch the VOD. A couple people like watch it the next day because they're asleep right now, and then it really doesn't get touched again ever, you know. Whereas, for some reason, that Rawls video consistently gets 12 views a day, as well like 300 views every month. I don't know why. Anyone else hunting? Currently on a Bidoof hunt. Best of luck with Bidoof. Dang, YouTube, it was funny. On your homepage, and the first thing you see is how to get Manaphy. Watch it every time. Give me ad money. Also, guys, it is now past 10 p.m., so we're going to go until this chain breaks. If the chain gets to 40, we will go until we find some shinies with it. But yeah, if the chain breaks, we will be doing a raid. I want to see some hashtag mindless raid in chat, guys, just to show and see that you guys are hyped for it, because I want to make sure we got a hype raid. I want to make sure there's a few people going over to it at least, you know. Raids are always fun when we got stuff. No views for me. Dang. The joke is, why didn't the toilet paper cross the road? Ah. Come on. Hashtag mindless raid, heck yeah. Just so long as like raid hype messages and stuff don't like get like ignored or like get blocked by YouTube and stuff. Raid hype. Yes, raid hype. But not quite yet. Not quite yet. We aren't ending quite yet. We got a chain to either break or finish out. Not giving up in the middle of this one. I got stuck in a crack, but YouTube noped it. Ah. Good one. 1, 2, 3, playoff. Too early? No, that's good. I asked you guys to post the raid message just so, because like, especially with like a stream, the raid I picked out is slightly larger than ours in terms of like chat size, which isn't a problem. I just want to make sure like we got a few people going so it can like actually like show up. That's the one thing I always like worry about with raids sometimes, like that it just won't be noticed in some way, because like it just gets like washed away by like a chat going too fast. YouTube hates fun. Facts. Hope it doesn't break. I hope so. I hope it doesn't either, because I would really, really, really like to find this shiny today. Nintendo hates fun. Not always. Let's get some hype in the Che. YouTube doesn't like fun and Nintendo needs a better online service. That I can agree with. I can agree with that Nintendo statement. It happens before. It's super awkward when your raid gets ignored. Yeah, I mean, it happens sometimes. That's kind of why I do aim for like streams that are around the same size as mine usually, or like people I know who will notice it. That Mario Party for Christmas and got kicked out of every game you played with friends. What? Oh, like I thought like you got kicked out because you were too good or bad or something, not like because it because like online stuff. Yeah, online stuff's awful. I mean, look at Mario Tennis. I think Mario Tennis was one of the biggest ones. Like Smash is always going to be a big one with it, but Mario Tennis was horrible. Mario Maker was bad too. In terms of just like how slow it just started like going when it was lagging. Nintendo using that new online system is still bad. When did they move to a new one? Still hyped for Splatoon 3? I'm excited for it. I liked playing Splatoon 2. I just ended up moving to an apartment with bad internet and couldn't really like play it. Mario Maker was awful. It still is awful. It lags so hard. Luigi's Mansion 3 is awful too. I didn't know that one had multiplayer. I mean, really, yeah, just anything with their peer-to-peer multiplayer system is gonna be wacky. Without any, like, without dedicated servers, it's gonna be a problem. With Monster Hunter Rise, they said they were using a new online system apparently, and that game is good, but, like, did they stop using it? It might not be Nintendo servers at that point. Is Monster Hunter published by Square? Because Square is a big publisher that tends to run their own servers. Or who publishes Monster Hunter? Who publishes that? Developer. Platforms, publisher, Capcom. It's Capcom, so it's not Square. But it might have a special online mode. Yeah, so it might have, yeah, so Capcom might be running those own servers for them in that case. Basically, like, you need, like, Nintendo Switch Online to connect to it still, because the Switch only goes up through Switch servers, which is dumb, especially if all this is being done on, like, a separate publisher server, but whatever. But basically, like, if everything goes to the like Monster Hunter server that's probably run by Capcom specifically, you end up in a situation where like that server can run better because it has its own server code on it, as opposed to like Nintendo Switch Online. Nintendo servers are fully there for the purpose of connecting you directly to the people you're playing with, and the server has no say in the game. Monster Hunter Rise, the server probably has a little bit of a say. Square Enix has terrible online servers. It does, but it has online servers. Oh yeah, I mean, Outriders is horrible with it too, but I'm just saying, like, as far as, like, publishers I could think of off the top of my head, that the publisher runs the server is Square Enix. They're not great, but they're better than Nintendo servers. It's like playing Call of Duty on a McDonald's French fry, and Square Enix literally has terrible online service for certain games. Oh, I mean, they do. Again, I'm not saying that Square has good service. I'm saying they have them. Which is more than than all the Nintendo first-party games. All the Nintendo first-party games use the online servers to pair you with someone. Like with like Mario Tennis, basically. It'd be like, you both go into the server, and the server's doing nothing more than being a telephone line between the two of you, where it's like, I hit A, so my Switch tells the server that I hit A, and all the server does is tell the guy on the other side that I hit A, and then that has to say, oh yeah, I know that he hit A, which says, yeah, he heard you hit A to me, and then the next frame of the game can happen. Like, that's what happens. Yeah, you can't buy it anymore. Nintendo servers run on the Macintosh in the 80s, it feels like. It's just, because their servers aren't handling any of it, like, they have to go through a TCP type connection, and it's a peer-to-peer TCP type connection that, like, locks the game out while it's waiting for acknowledgements. It's horrible. Nerd talk, but basically, because the server has no final say in anything, it's a problem. The netcode just is very bad. The cat's still here, just sitting in the lap. Peer-to-peer connection kind of sucks with online gaming, and it was the norm for a long time, or like, and even when it was the norm and it was peer-to-peer, you had one person who was the host, right? Like, at the very least, like, one person's game was used as the end-all, be-all. Like, this is what is happening, right? Like, you know, look at, like, COD 4 lobbies. The reason some of them were so bad was because they were, like, hosted by hackers, or, like, by modders and stuff. But before that was figured out, you could have someone be the host, and so their game is the final say, but it goes, hey, everyone, what's been pressed? Everyone tells it what's been pressed. This is where I am on the map. This is what I've predicted about other people. And then it says, all right, here's the state of everything now. You know, here's what other people pressed. Here's the state of things. And there was one, like, sole, like, trusted person, right? Who was like, this is the one, this is who we are. Or, you know, this is the final say. Whereas, like, Nintendo stuff, like, wants both Switches to be in agreement before it progresses to the next frame, even. It runs on an Irish potato that hasn't had some sort of nourishment in several weeks. That'd be impressive. Honestly, if the servers run this well and it's on a potato, on a malnourished potato, I'd be impressed. What's up, cat? What's up? Peer-to-peer relied on the host connection, which is what it's supposed to do, but apparently not. I mean, peer-to-peer literally just doesn't have a host. It's peer-to-peer. The idea is that it's not running through any other server stuff. It's just client to client. But yeah, like 360, you know, kind of peer-to-peer stuff is a lot better. Hello. Nintendo's online service is a potato that's so dry and crummy that it only costs $20 for the year. $20 is too much with the current lagginess of it. And unless they fix, and then like the money for the emulators on top of that's not the most enticing in my opinion. Where's the one that relies on the host connection? I mean, I don't know what you mean by hosts, because that's, you're effectively peer-to-peer then, but you are peer-to-peer, but like the idea of like a host isn't necessarily part of it, right? Like, how many companies have we bashed tonight stream? At least 2. 3 if we count Square. At least. Probably more. We're really just generating a list of people that'll never talk to me if I ever get big. Never acknowledges what sleep's been. It's been a bit for me too, but peer-to-peer can also mean a few different things depending on what you're talking about, so it could totally depend, because I think a lot of game stuff tends to be peer-to-peer until recently. Now we have dedicated servers for a lot of stuff. Like a lot of games starting the Xbox One era started to have like dedicated servers where, like, you know, there was a server running the games. I mean, like Rocket League has that and stuff like that. Ah, dang. There goes our chain, guys. Well, with that, I'm going to double check that this stream I want to raid is still going. There we go. Let's copy that link. Thank you guys for being here. I want to thank Shining Umbreon and Blaze for the raids. I really do appreciate it. As well as Z4 for becoming a member again. And guys, I'll be back tomorrow doing Drifloon hunting. Would love to see all y'all there. I also want to see you guys in this raid. Hashtag mindless raid. Yeah, so guys, thank you all for being here. I'll see you again tomorrow. And until then, take care.